What's up, everybody? Welcome to Super Knockin' Boots. I'm your host, Daemon Hatfield. I'm joined today by Greg Miller.
Ass to ass.
Brian Altano is here. Ty Root is back.
I am back.
Joining us.
Thank you.
And very special guest tonight, sitting in for Anthony Gallegos, but not replacing him, is Nate Ahern.
I have no clever thing to say, but
You should have thought of a catchphrase.
I spent the last 10 seconds doing it, but I came up with nothing. So
I have nothing either.
Here
Don't
I
worry.
am.
So now you, since Anthony's not here, you are the designated sober podcaster.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Designated
well,
podcaster over
I
there.
already failed. We're 5 seconds
Well,
in.
this
and-
is going to be a shit show.
I was going to say the voice of reason, but
Oh, God. You don't know.
no,
Come on, you know me
Anthony's
better than that. Jesus.
Tyra, give me a high five. Anthony's the voice of all fucking pussies everywhere, giving the worst advice. Maybe you should write her a song and put it on Misconnections.
I know that
Man. Hey
I know-
guys, I think I need another piercing.
Anthony has a lot of fans out there. A lot of people appreciate the sensitive
Yes.
advice that he brings to this show. So know that he really misses the fact that he could be here tonight. He said it was breaking his heart that he
you
couldn't be
really
here
balanced
tonight.
out that asshole Ty Root. Thank
when
you.
When you said he was the voice of pussies everywhere, I pictured talking vaginas.
I really did, yeah.
Really?
You both did? You both went there.
It was flapping. Yeah.
It's like the queef.
Well, there we go. This is the show.
It's so good to be back here at Knockin' Boots with you. Greg, if listeners want to reach us, where can they do so?
knockingboots@gmail.com.
Actually, it's Knocking Boots Podcast.
Fuck me, it's been a long time since we did this. Don't listen to me.
Gmail.com.
Walk the hell out.
Knocking with a G,
Swing and a
correct?
miss.
Unbelievable.
Let's just restart the show.
Who invited that?
What's up, everybody?
Knocking Boots Podcast at gmail.com.
That's a terrible email.
Thank you for
Yeah,
buying
that's
this
really
episode.
like,
We did it-
long.
We came up with it drunk
We
at a
were
bar.
wasted.
Was Knocking Boots taken? And you just had
I
that
don't know.
podcast?
I don't
Probably.
know.
Probably,
God.
yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks for all your help, Nate. Good having you on the
That's all
show.
I got.
Before we get into it, we got to give a shout out
Shout out,
to one of our listeners.
Ikublai.
Yes, who sent this very nice
Oh,
gift of absinthe
that's from them. Wow.
to the show
I'm going to
today, yeah.
destroy that.
Where's he
I'm
from?
going to fucking
He's from.
destroy
This is
that
well
absinthe.
documented through the podcast that he is from an igloo in Alaska.
Cool. Okay.
He sent a message with the bottle. He says, "This is your old pal, El Kublai."
Ikublai.
Sorry, Ikublai. Thought you might want something a little scarier.
Yep.
This was pricey, but I don't drink.
gonna pull from it? Are you
So
gonna pull from
consider your next toast a tribute to the amount of money I will save over my lifetime of sobriety.
Wow.
So he sent us this bottle of absinthe. It's kind of intense.
Nate
He's just going to town.
took a pull
He's
of
just going to
absinthe.
town, dude.
It's kind of intense.
First of all, I drink absinthe at home, just like
I
on the
roll
rocks.
that over here.
So I'm going to call it right now.
That's great. That's very
Listeners, When we
I love
sound completely
absinthe.
blacked out in the last 45 minutes
Oh,
of the
yeah.
show, this guy's fault.
And this is like
Ikublai.
real legit absinthe with wormwood.
Yeah.
That's
the only way to do real
There was a
absinthe.
whole moth podcast about this where this girl talked about how she used to serve it like in this like traditional sense, and this is like the real shit where
Holy
you're supposed
shit.
to have the little sugar cube in it and put a little bit of a
You don't
drop
see
on
anything,
It.
first of all, from this stuff. You're not going to see anything, but it'll get you wicked fucked up.
What does that mean? You're not going to see anything.
You know what it means.
Like little
You're gonna
green.
have
Go
hallucinations.
blind.
It's not like GTA 5 when the aliens are rushing at
Hey,
you.
spoilers.
Spoilers.
That is a funny part of GTA.
Thank you, Ikublai. There's a lot of aliens in GTA
Yeah.
5, actually.
Suck it, Saints Row.
Yeah, that was
Like
totally.
Saints
totally.
Doe.
Yeah.
Like the way. All
right,
Say
all right.
dough.
It's going to be a funny show.
D apostrophe O.
As always, ladies come first when we're knocking boots.
Not when I'm having sex with them.
This is
Tyree's got one rule: me first.
Me first, you maybe.
Finish yourself with this vibrating toothbrush. I got to drink some muscle milk.
That's exactly how it works. You like,
just throw a sonic hair into the.
yeah, I'm just like, whoa. Excuse me, hold on a
Oh,
second.
my wife uses a Sonicare.
I use this.
On her teeth, you sick fucker.
Now you know she uses it in more
My
ways than one.
God.
Nate, do you not use a sonic hair?
So my Sonicare was lost,
I
and
hate
I'm
you.
using a regular
Toothbrush.
fucking
No,
thing now.
You gotta replace it.
I know. I
You
know.
lost
thing.
it.
In the move.
What don't you? At E3, I lost my toothbrush.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
even
don't
more
think-
weird.
It's not really like a... you know,
How did you lose
I left
it in your
I
hotel
left
room?
the hotel room and I checked out and I was like, "Hey, I gotta go get it." And they were like, "Oh, sorry,
So
it's
you
gone."
left it.
Okay,
You
great.
didn't-
No, it's
left
already
it.
in somebody's
You didn't
vagina.
lose it.
yeah, sorry. It's
Tyra
up
was up
somebody's
there trying to
butthole.
Finishing a woman where you...
Inadequately pleased women.
Absolutely. Completely inadequately.
Our
That's the
first
sonic.
email is from a female listener who chooses to remain anonymous.
Miss Hip Hop Anonymous.
The subject line of her email is boyfriends and cats.
Oh,
Says, hey
This
guys,
might not be the best start.
my question is about cats. I'll try not to sound too crazy. I'm 26.
Too late, fail.
My boyfriend is 28. And we've been together for over 3 years.
I'm 28. I'm not her boyfriend though.
We've never lived together.
Thanks for clearing that up, Nate.
Because our jobs are too far away from each other, but otherwise things are going fine. About a year ago, I decided to get a cat. Just one cat. But he happens to be a really great cat. My boyfriend didn't want me to get the cat. He doesn't like them. He never had animals growing up, and he can't stand the hair. To be perfectly honest, I didn't take my boyfriend's feelings too much into account when I decided to adopt the cat. I was living alone, and I really love having the cat around. We fight about it a fair amount, even now a year later. Every time I get mad about him for something, it's like, well, at least I didn't get an animal when you didn't want me to. He says he would never make me give up the cat.
Sounds like the cat's an excuse for something else.
But when I asked if we would be living together if it weren't for the cat, he can't seem to answer. I know I was selfish making this decision, but it also feels like living with a cat is a pretty small sacrifice for being with me. Am I being unreasonable? Is he? What can I do to solve this problem?
Who goes first?
So some people just have weird things about
Hey.
animals. Some people just like, some people just, I don't like this animal. I don't want to be around this animal.
I think if you don't grow up with animals,
Yeah.
they can seem...
And I think that's an understandable thing. Like, it's weird to me, but I understand that other people might not
Everything
like...
okay over here?
It sounded like Greg took that beer out of an alley dumpster.
For the listeners at home, I did. Free bag. My bag.
They're cutting corners here.
Anyways, I see both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
She's a girl. She's living on her own. She's I don't know why I said she's a girl. She's a human being living on her own. She's allowed to get what she wants. However, her boyfriend was very upfront that he didn't want this. I didn't want a dog when my girlfriend at the time wanted a dog.
Here's what
and so
worries
when we
me, though.
got there, and I was like, I know this is gonna happen no matter what. So then it was like, oh, Portillo. Wait a second. If we can get a wiener dog and name it Portillo, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And I was fine.
Yeah, if you care about
But-
somebody, who cares about their stupid cat?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he can't answer if I didn't have this cat, would we be living together? He doesn't answer that
Yeah,
question.
it's not-
That's,
if he
a
said
warning
yes,
sign.
So
yeah.
that's the underlying
Exactly, yeah,
problem.
that
is
is
that
the
the
issue.
cat is the scapegoat for
Right,
what is
right,
happening
right,
It's not a
deeper.
scapegoat as
Right.
much as it is.
Escape cat.
Escape
Thank
cat.
you. It's a
Sorry.
escape cat.
Right,
For
that
the
makes a
fact
lot more
that
sense.
She didn't take his feelings into account. He
Thank
told
you.
her expressly, I don't want this to happen. Please don't do this. And I'm not,
She
I
got
don't
it
know-
after that? She's like, fuck it, I'm going to get the cat?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
See, I think it's not even that maybe he hates the cat as much as he hates what it stands for. Please don't do this. I'm going to do this anyway. Well, okay, that's fine. But what does that mean for
like,
us
what's going to happen
long-term?
later in life?
Yeah.
Like, if I don't want something, you're just going to go do it?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I've come down on this. You fucked up, Miss Hey Poppin' on.
Yeah, she might have fucked up.
You could just
Listen.
let that cat outside.
But he should be like, yes, if the cat was gone, I
cat-
would definitely be banging that and living with you.
Also,
He's banging
she lives
no matter
alone,
what.
and this cat
Oh, yeah.
brings her joy. Like,
I
isn't
just made
that
that
that's
harder.
not a bad
That's
thing?
why
She's expressed that to him and explained what her motives were.
I'm sure
I
she
guess.
has, and it sounds like this relationship is doomed to fail. So next,
Wow,
Also,
okay.
if this guy doesn't like cats, he is a soulless.
I don't really
You gotta
care
like
for
cats.
cats. I mean, I don't hate them, but I would
Angie
never
doesn't
get
like
one.
cats. Angie doesn't like cats very much.
I like cats.
I fucking love cats.
I'm
They're
not
the
wild
best.
about cats. I had cats a lot growing up. I don't like those cats anymore.
See, I think there's something to be said about being there the entire
Like dog
run of
guy.
the cat. Being there from issue 1 of the cat
Yeah.
to the end of the time. Because, right, like my roommate has a cat. We all hate that cat. But when the other roommate talks about getting a kitten, we're like, yes, get a kitten.
Yeah, you want to watch the premiere episode of Cat together. You don't want to catch up on season 4 of Cat.
Yeah, well, that the roommate's cat's all fucked up. I'm like, this thing sucks. But with the other cat, we'd fuck up together.
There's nothing worse than a mean cat.
Oh, mean cats are the worst.
Yeah, by far.
It's like having this piece of shit asshole friend that won't leave.
Yep.
I had a mean bunny once. I don't like him.
Who bites and
Bunnies
claws
suck
you.
more.
Yeah,
I
rabbits don't
too
make
had a
good
mean
pets.
bunny.
Huh?
Interesting.
Rabbits
We have something in
suck.
common.
Rabbits
We have a lot in
suck.
common.
Means a
I know.
lot.
They can't
We're
be
both good
trusted.
looking.
Yeah,
We're both
Give no
awesome.
love.
both popular.
Both popular. You're a little bit more popular than me, but yeah, okay.
All right, next email comes from Chris.
Hey, Chris.
He says, "Am I being catfished?"
Whoa.
Does anybody know what that means?
Yes,
Yes,
I
yes.
do.
The
There's a
Cat-
show
Catfish
about
the
it.
movie. It was
And
a
an
movie
MTV
first.
show. And an MTV
It was
show.
a
That's
movie
terrible.
first.
I know it was a movie first.
Did
I
you
like
see
how
the
Nate's
movie?
like, it was a movie first.
Well, come on.
Calm
Morgan
down,
Spurlock said
Ty.
it was fake, but they say it's
Calm
real, so I
down.
don't know who to
It's
believe.
when you want to move in with someone you care about, but she buys a cat and a fish.
Yep.
No.
Yep. That's what happens in the movie.
In the
wish it was
movie,
That's what happens
in the movie, guy falls in love with a girl. Then, but he does it online. Hasn't met her ever. She sends pictures, but then he starts piecing it together that this isn't all it seems.
Fake girl.
This isn't a real thing.
Unattractive older
he
woman.
figures out that it's not a real girl.
Yeah.
He goes,
Well, confronts her and
she's
goes
a really
around.
girl. She's just not who she says
Yeah.
she
Bigger
is.
than the movie, there was a whole college football player this happened to.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Manti Teo.
Manti
Yeah.
Teo and Lene Kukukea.
He is
He
a
had-
dumb box of
he had a
rocks, by
fake-
the way.
He had a fake
He's a
girlfriend
what?
that died.
A dumb box of rocks.
Oh, I heard about that.
What did you
I think
think
he was
that
into it. I think he knew it was.
Why
a
is
movie.
it called?
There's no way
being-
he didn't.
Why catfished? Where's that?
The movie was called Catfish.
But why?
They explain this in the movie. why the term is catfish, and I just forgot what it was.
I think it's like a lot
Because
of
a
catfish,
catfish-
live in the water, and they pretend that they live in the ocean, but they don't.
Right.
And when you go to pet
I love it
catfish,
just like
really
as soon
has
as-
8 teeth. I don't know. I mean,
You said that
No,
like
that makes a lot of sense.
absolute
That makes a lot of sense.
Damon has that sense nowadays when I'm leading into a joke, because there's so many years. Whenever Brian just starts talking like this and like when his cadence
Yeah,
changes,
yeah,
this is gonna be
yeah.
great.
I know.
I can't wait to see where he's going with this.
I would, yeah. That one didn't pay off quite how I wanted, but it's
No,
gonna be great
everybody
later.
said it was real. I didn't know it was like an.
All right, I want to hear the rest of the story.
Sorry, he's being
Damon.
catfished.
All right, so like I
Continue.
said,
Yeah,
this,
what
is,
happened?
this is Chris. He says, recently I decided to take Anthony's advice and join OkCupid. Ty just had a successful OkCupid date last night.
I did.
I wonder if you want to tell us about it.
I love OkCupid.
Right
by the
now?
way.
No, let's finish the catfish story, then we talk.
Yeah,
about that.
that's fine. We'll talk later.
Chris says I had some success and even got a relationship out of it. After that relationship ended, I decided to try the site out again and see if I could build on that initial success. A girl whose profile has no pictures reached out to me. Rather reluctantly, I decided to respond. We've hit it off rather well. We've been talking a lot lately. She sent me a couple of pictures, but I still wanted to make sure that she is who she says she is. When I brought up Facebook, she said that she deleted her account after an ex of hers started harassing her.
Get out.
She said we could Skype, but when we did, her camera didn't work.
Get
Hey,
out.
I
Oh
have
my God. Oh
a
my
quick
God.
solution to this entire problem, and you have Google, so you can do
Here we
this
go.
now.
I know what he's doing.
Do a Google image search on the images she gave you. You can do that. That's
Yeah.
what's great about Google.
You can drag and
You
drop
can-
the images into the search bar.
and you can search if it
and
pops
will
up
search it.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
Reverse image.
And that's it. And chances are,
Reverse yellow pages.
if her image pops up at other places, like a Facebook profile or a Twitter profile or any other profile, you'll know who she is.
That's
and
good
also,
advice.
And also, hold on. If you're making an OkCupid profile and you want to date somebody that doesn't even, let's say they're being totally honest, but they're too lazy to even upload a picture.
Yeah.
Why would you want? This girl's not going to do anything for you. She won't even give you a hand job.
Yeah,
So, like, you
this
don't,
guy sound-
don't talk to girls on OkCupid with no pictures. Don't fight with the eggs on Twitter. Don't do it. Like, if these people can't even bother to get a name and a picture,
Yeah,
fuck off.
That should be like a
he
t-shirt.
doesn't have a
Don't
picture.
fight with
No,
the
no,
eggs
no.
on Twitter.
But he has a photo here, so I want to hear what happened here. So this is one of the pictures.
Did he send the photo?
Yeah, he says she has agreed to meet in person.
Oh.
I'm out of state for school. I won't be making a trip back home for about a month. Should I keep putting time and effort into
No.
talking to her, or assume that there is something fishy
we
going
send a
on?
photo.
No,
right?
no. I think you should put the time and effort in for the next month to
What?
then meet her in person, but not actual time and effort. Just string her along and to
No,
meet her.
Don't meet her in person until you see a picture of her that proves that she's real, like a webcam or she's holding up a newspaper.
Here's
with
a
the date
photo
on
of
it.
her like a BJ's brew house.
So
This
he
looks
said
good.
he sent the two most recent photos of her. Of
Yeah.
course, we're having printer issues, but this is who we're talking about here.
Oh, well,
Fake.
This is the pictures he was sent by her.
She's cute.
Yeah, she
can
is
I,
cute.
Can I
Those are
reverse,
Whoever she is.
Can I reverse image search from my
she has
phone?
great lips. I love the lips.
You
You mean
like the
you mean
lips.
take
Yeah,
a
she's got
photograph
nice
of it?
lips.
No, I mean
I don't think she has what we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, because she sent the images. He sent the images. Yes, you can. I don't know if you can do it from your phone, but I don't know.
Let me see real quick. Did this guy give his name? Or is
Oh,
he-
Great,
no,
we don't
I think
even
she
have
does.
a whole
She's got
NCIS
some.
episode right now.
Yeah.
So take a picture of that with your
Wrong
phone.
button.
No, what I'm going to do is
Greg, I
find
got
his
it.
email, download
Hey,
the thing.
I got it right now. Listen.
There's some
Okay.
Here, I'm going to give you
some
something
peaks
right
and
now.
valleys
Okay.
happening there.
Yeah, I don't know. You're scaring me.
No,
Figure out
don't worry
what
about
that
it.
girl
me,
has.
everybody.
Anything
I
up
got
top.
this.
She
Don't worry
does.
about it.
You
It's
can
cool.
see the cleavage right there.
Let me see. I haven't seen this one. Oh yeah, she's got us up top.
Yeah, she's definitely got up top. She's got enough up top to work
Hold on.
with.
We're all
Do you-
wearing headsets, and Ty just busted out his laptop, and Greg's got his phone. Like we're parked in a van outside of a fucking drug bus.
There we go.
What now? What's that? Can you,
You got to
explain
sign onto
what
the
you're
Wi-Fi. I
doing?
have no idea what it is.
No, that's
Who cares? Honestly.
Can you explain what we're doing? I don't. Is it
you-
even worth this?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you delete this image? Did you delete this email, or is it still?
Yeah,
in
I
your
know.
box?
I deleted it.
All right then. We are done.
Why'd
we
you
don't have
delete
it. Okay, sorry.
Is that what you do?
I don't like having a tidy inbox.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Tiny inbox.
I guess you can say
What is this,
this
AOL
catfish
3.0?
is fried.
So all we have to what's previous emailer just reverse image search the images she
Yeah.
sent you.
Yeah,
That's all you
yeah.
need to do.
And don't meet
Drag
her
and
until-
drop the file into Google.
And
It will
don't
do
meet
it.
her until you have talked to her on Skype and you've seen her face, or she sent you a picture that you can tell this is the real deal.
Just do a roll by wherever you're gonna meet her.
General
With your voice.
advice.
Yeah, there's too many women out there to deal with this bullshit.
And yeah, it's been really sketchy so far, but those pictures are fucking cute.
Same as the new boss.
Right? Those are.
Although
That's the whole idea.
I will admit
I
though,
know,
I mean,
I know,
That's
I know.
trying to trick him.
that's how you catfish.
Oh, and if you
Yeah.
meet, you got to meet in a public place the first time with this kind of situation. You
No,
gotta
meet
be
in a
like,
dark alleyway.
or that.
Meet at the
Either
boat
one.
landing.
Either
Boat
one.
landing's good.
All right, this is an anonymous listener.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hey guys, love your show. I was hoping you could provide me with some much needed advice
Yeah,
about a
yeah.
situation that I've been dealing with for nearly 7 months. There's this guy I've been sleeping with. It's a girl.
The guy's a girl.
The guy's a girl.
No.
That seems
The
like a problem.
Person writing in
Holy
is a girl.
shit! I was like, whoa.
There's this guy I've been sleeping with at least once a week since March.
Hot.
He's 23 and I'm 22.
Cool.
Hot.
We both live in New
getting
Jersey.
better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are students.
You're stupid.
Boo.
We knew each other in high school and slept together after getting Panda one night together
In high school?
and decided to keep sleeping with each other since the boot knocking was amazing.
Okay,
Ooh,
good.
that's what's up.
Seriously, guys, this is the best sex both of us have ever had.
Good. So what's the problem?
There are a couple problems, though.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't
Number
like
one.
Bon Jovi.
He hates cats.
The Wawa's was closed.
Wawa.
That's a
You
New
fucking
Jersey
Northeast will
jersey.
love your Wawa. Get off it.
We don't even have a Wawa where I grew up. Piece of
Good.
shit.
Burn.
Number one, he suffers from depression, and I suffer from bipolar disorder, which
Oh,
means that
God.
we both have our off days.
Yeah.
Number two, he has been in love with his best friend for 5 years, on again, off again, and she knows about me. He says things are complicated between them. Number three, we have both acknowledged that we care for each other, but both feel a relationship may not work due to our various emotional issues. The last time we hung out, he said he could see himself falling in love with me, which scares the shit out of me. My question to you guys is, what should I do? I don't really want to burn bridges with him because we have a great emotional connection and understanding, and I don't want to lose that.
Yeah, that's
My
what you
second
led with.
question is,
Yeah, the sex is great.
It's the best
Is-
thing we have an emotional connection.
is it bad to keep screwing him until I find somebody else I want to be 100% with?
No,
No.
No.
He's fine with it.
that's perfectly
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
Seems like he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's with his best friend or whatever. Like, fall in love with that.
Although I will say this, that
Right.
healthy people typically do not go out and seek unhealthy people. So in terms of like your mental stability and whatnot, you might want to fix whatever fucking problems you have. Go see a therapist. Go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's separate from this.
what does the girl from home
No,
do?
I'm just saying that
Lithium?
she's never
Lithium?
going.
If she's bipolar,
Right,
maybe,
lithium. Take some lithium.
Yeah, I assume she's probably
That's what
on
she- that's what the-
medication.
Did you
for
just
that.
score that on the street? Do they sell it over the counter?
but-
Oh, yeah, they do. No, they sell it. Yeah.
But people that
Yeah,
have
it's
You have to be prescribed.
Prescribed.
So that's not over the counter, Nate. I'll now
Do you
tell
get it over a counter somewhere in a fucking pharmacy?
Oh, Nate.
Nate, that's
Oh,
not what
Nate.
over-the-counter means.
I can set up a counter in an alley and sell you all sorts of things. That's ridiculous.
the point. Sorry, go
No,
Brian.
I was going to say that I think that there's nothing wrong with her saying, "This is what we have. I really like it. I'm not really looking for anything more than that." And if he says, "Oh, I really like you. Oh, bro," whatever.
It sounds like a dangerous situation. It could just degrade into bad.
But I'm still best friends with a girl.
Look at these gold chains.
Yeah, that like she has to just say, "Hey, I'm happy just fucking you. You're
Yeah,
great at that."
yeah.
And
Like, I feel like
a
it's
lot of guys aren't even good at that. So be happy you got that going.
it's reached the pinnacle.
Yeah.
I think they've reached the pinnacle of,
the
of
apex
this
as
relationship.
they will.
Sure,
It's over?
Sure. Yeah, I think it's
6 months of
like keep it going, keep
Casual
banging
sex.
keep banging it out, but look for something else while you're banging it out.
yeah. It's probably
It will
I
get.
mean, not while like don't like be on your.
I mean,
while you're
I have been
Whatever
in these
gets you
exact
off, you know?
situations before.
Not
I've
literally
been in this.
while-
I'm sorry, Ty's been in this situation?
Yeah, I've been in a situation just like this.
Are you
I had
the girl?
sex.
Was
I
he
had
depressed
sex.
or bipolar?
No,
Yeah, that's
neither.
what I was wondering.
Actually,
Ty.
what happened was I moved out here
Uh-huh.
back in
Nice.
2006, and I met a woman, and we had sex for like 4 months. That's it. That's all it was. Nothing more. Never went on a date.
Did I ever
Never
meet this,
did
did I meet
anything.
this woman?
I almost fucked her in your bathroom.
Oh, I know this
Oh,
woman. Yeah.
I was
And then
thinking, did I ever meet
and then you
this
did
woman
fuck her in my
second?
living room.
I did. I
right?
fucked her in your living room. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
the
you
point.
tried to fuck her in my bed.
I did, and you kicked
Can't
me
you
out.
call it
Such an
making love?
asshole.
That's
Well, it was straight. It was
This
straight
was not
fucking.
making love.
Yeah, this is not
This
making
is
love. Anyway,
rabid
Anybody ever
animal.
made love in Nate's
the point.
And by the way, there was two bathrooms. One that had sinks in it, and one that had a toilet in it. He did it in the toilet. He tried it in the toilet room. It was just a
So
toilet.
anyway,
Master of Evils, I
the
remember
point.
that. I remember that room.
The
Yeah.
point is
pooped in there.
that
We all did.
the sex gets old after a while. You want something more. Everybody does. It's the way it is.
Everybody's
Ty,
looking
tell us
for
about your date last
something
night.
more.
Oh, the OkCupid date.
Yeah.
Nice girl I met off OkCupid.
First, second, third, or home.
Oh, just first.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
That's
it was
good.
very.
Just-
That's good.
Yes, it was very gentleman
That's great.
type date.
That's great.
Well,
Although she told me she had a rule, no kissing on the first date, but she broke that rule for me. So I'm assuming the date went well.
Did you quote the Dark Knight when she said that?
What was the Dark Knight quote?
You're gonna have to break that rule. She's like, oh, I'm thinking about it. And then you've been like,
What was that voice you were using?
That was Batman, the second one. The first one.
the first one.
That was the Joker. I don't do a good Joker. I don't do a good Batman either.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Batman, you really nailed.
You didn't do anything.
At least I got who he was doing for the second one.
Let me try.
Wait. I can't tell you. There was a quote that I stole from some movie, but I could not think of the movie I stole it from. Maybe you can.
Okay.
So we were talking
I
about
think
like
she's not a movie buff.
well, she's obviously not because I said this and she didn't recognize what it was from. But and I know it scored me points, by the way. But it was that quote where it's not who you go home with on Friday night, it's who you wake up with and want to spend the rest of the day with on Saturday morning. I cannot think of the movie that quote came from.
Vomit, the movie. Starring
some
Johnson.
Dawson's Creek, the movie, maybe.
Anyway, it was
So gross.
it was such a cheesy quote, and I totally said it. Totally said it, and it totally worked. That's great.
That's great.
You're
At
a
least
catfish.
I'm a horrible human being,
You're a
aren't I?
goddamn catfish. That's what you are.
At least
It
it
would have been
works.
cool if the Batman.
Actually, okay, so
took
in-
her.
No, I got problems with you being OkCupid. I was telling you this at dinner before. That's fucked up. You got to leave that shit for.
No. That's a gold mine of fucking
I
great
know it
stuff for
is.
him.
Of course it is.
No.
Okay, so here's the deal. Stop. Here's the deal. One, I've only been on there like 4 weeks
Okay.
since I moved here.
Right.
And he
That's
said
it.
sex
I was going
35
to say,
times.
yeah. What are the stats on that one?
I've only been on one date. That was the first one. It was last night.
How many bathroom fucky incidents have we had?
Okay, this is
Bathroom
like
fucky.
This is like 2006 Ty. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in all honesty, like I am sincerely like looking for a relationship. I'm not looking to just get ass.
Yeah,
So,
I heard when you said that stupid ass quote before.
I know, right?
Oh, some girls always love the shoulder rub. Shut the fuck up.
On
No,
Saturday
so listen,
morning or something.
I want you guys to use
Breakfast
that.
is better when you
Use
stare
that
at
if
those.
you really like a girl and you don't think she watches a lot of chick flicks. Use that quote. It works every time.
Or use the Batman one. And if she responds, it'll fucking be dynamite.
That'd be amazing.
Either rom-com or Batman.
Then you know she's a keeper at that point. Anyway, the date was fine, Damon. It was good. We went out to a local edition.
spot.
I reserved a table for the two of us.
Perfect spot.
Yeah, it was great.
Perfect
So I like on first dates if I ever do. I mean, it doesn't matter if I meet a girl at a bar, okay, Cupid, whatnot. I always like to just go and get like a drink. That's it. Go to a bar. Don't do dinner. Just go to or even get coffee. I don't care, but like whatever, a public place that serves alcohol, preferably.
Serial
Nice.
killers.
Breaks the ice a little bit.
Yeah.
And we talked.
What time did you meet?
We met at 6:45.
So and did
AM.
Did you eat at any point?
No, so that was the problem was that we both
an
did not
early-
have dinner.
Yeah.
So we got like after like 2 Moscow mules, I was like, "Fuck, I am drunk right now."
Yeah.
So anyway, the point was
She's
is
like,
that,
me too. What was the rule? And you're like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
no, but
You're my Moscow mule.
date was good. We had a good conversation. Obviously, we both talked a lot about ourselves, and then I decided I needed to go home anyway because I had to go meet a friend of mine. So I actually I have a friend from out of town. Actually, you met Sammy. You know he's in town right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
So
played really well to her too. They're like, I gotta meet a friend from out of town. She's like, oh, that sounds real.
His
No.
name's Sammy. It's fake.
No, anyway, so she happened to live in the same neighborhood that I did, so I took her home, kissed her goodnight, and she went on her merry way.
Yeah,
That's good.
nice.
When are
Okay.
you going to see her again?
We are talking about next week sometime. We haven't made definitive plans, but
Here's
Who texted who first today?
who texted? Oh, she texted me first today.
Nice.
Actually,
That's
it's
a good
like
sign.
And what time
at
was
like
that?
8 a.m. too.
Nice,
She's
okay,
like, "Hey,
that's-
good morning, sunshine." I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh wow.
That's a really good sign.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's digging on it.
yeah."
Yeah.
Anyway,
She's like, all the rules are out the window.
They're like, here's the Batman.
You can round her up several times.
super nice girl, like very very nice, very
Here's-
smart. I love smart women, by the way. Like
Oh, that's good.
I would advise people to date smart women. They're great.
yeah.
Here's the
They challenge
next
you.
question we have, Ty. This is something that came up today at dinner. You're dating this girl.
Mm-hmm.
At what number date would you feel comfortable eating chicken wings in front of her?
Oh man.
Chicken wings are a messy, gross food.
Yep.
That's
Not
true.
very romantic.
Or crab.
So here's
Or crab legs. Oh,
here's-
let's do chicken wings first. So I think
okay.
crab legs.
So
are
you
different.
know,
Yeah,
I don't.
yes.
I don't.
Crab wings are
Ribs and chicken wings are together.
Crab
Well,
wings are
let's-
classy. Sorry.
I said we're staying away from that one yet.
You okay? So you love chicken wings. That's
Yeah.
part of who you are,
Right.
right? Okay. So the way that I equate that, because I don't eat chicken wings, but I say, what date can I actually start being my offensive self? Because I don't have a filter, and I'm a very sarcastic person, and sometimes I say things that offend people when I don't mean to. It's weird. It just depends.
Yeah.
So I wait to the third date until I completely just open up and say, this is who I am. On the first date, I'm very polite and nice, but I slowly. You guys know me. You've known me for years.
Yeah.
So the idea is that if she can't deal with me how I really am, then that relationship will not work. So on the third date, if your date can't deal with the fact that you love chicken wings,
It's not that.
Gotta
It's not that you can't love them. It's just disgusting eating.
that's
way.
fine. But if
I think he's
she
missing
if
it.
she understands that that's what you love and she's cool with you being disgusting eating chicken wings,
Okay.
then it's
Let me
good.
tell you this, Ty. Like every first date I've ever had, I've
Yep.
been this dude where I'm a little pudgy and I say whatever I want.
Yeah,
I'm scruffy and
exactly.
I don't care.
Yep.
And I want to like set that tone early. So people know.
Like, this is me. Get
Yes.
used to it or get out now.
Yeah, this is how I talk. This is who I
Yeah,
am. This is
and
where I'm
I would
from.
advise that.
That
But
makes sense.
I
yeah.
don't do that shit with like rib sauce all over my face. 'Cause
Right.
That just adds
That's
an extra
unattractive.
layer of-
It's
That's
like
why
you
I
gotta
said-
get past me being really unattractive.
yeah, that's the like.
Like, you cannot like me,
Yeah.
but then now
That's
you're
why I
not
said
gonna
you
like
wait.
want to kiss me.
personality alone
Yeah.
to start
Yeah.
with. So let's
Yeah.
not put ribs.
Yeah, but
on
the
what's
deal is,
there.
not-
here's the deal though. I'm sure
Good-looking guy.
Your fiance.
Yeah.
Okay, she knows who you are, and yes, absolutely right. So she knows.
Who's this stranger that just?
Yeah, but I guarantee you, she knew on that
having
first
sex with
date you
me.
went on that she liked you.
She knew on the first date we went on. But
Yes.
She also knew that I was saying I could say very crass things. And get away
Exactly,
with it.
and that's
Like,
fine.
She was telling me she had two brothers, and that she had Barbies, and her brothers had GI Joes, and she used to make them play together. And I was like, oh, so they must have had like crazy ass Avatar sex. One of them's real short, and one of them's like this 8 foot tall lady. And she was like, "That's fucking crazy."
Yeah, but she laughed,
And
right?
we made out. All
Yeah,
night.
exactly. There
It
you
was
go.
Great.
So
But she wasn't like, "You taste like ribs."
That's fine, but that's not your first date.
That was my first date.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you don't do that on your you don't do the ribs and sauce on your first date. I think a third date would be
All right.
perfectly fine for that.
Wrap
I think-
it up,
I
Chris.
You be yourself, but you don't rub mud all over
of
your
course, didn't even
fucking
have a great
space.
answer. It just ruined this podcast.
Wait a minute, how did I ruin your podcast?
Anyways, you can eat crab legs. I say if it's at an event, you go to a Joe's Crab Shack or someplace with like that.
Don't go to
they-
Joe's Crab
they
Shack.
put
Yeah,
out.
no.
They-
So you
Joe's
wanna
Crab
create a
Shack
whole
should not be a
ruse.
part
I'm
of
just
any
talking in the
kind
middle
of
of the country.
date
I'm just
scheme.
talking in the middle of the
Shouldn't be an
country.
event.
They put that fucking cardboard.
You should not be
they-
eating crab in the middle of the country.
They put that paper
There's no
down on
water
the table
around
where
that.
they just dump the crab legs and you both have the mallet. I think that's a cute date together, and that's different.
Okay,
now,
fine.
if you're just at a fucking restaurant and you want crab legs and you're just cracking them like an asshole, sucking the marrow from the fake crab.
the
bone.
marrow.
The crab meat
no
is
marrow.
not marrow.
No marrow.
But
No
when,
marrow.
when you break the crab leg, I think of it like breaking a bone and then sucking the marrow out of
Not
it.
actually the
Or
same.
Not the
breaking
same
a
thing.
dick and sucking the semen out of it.
Yeah, sure. Breaking the dick.
So,
don't-
was there an answer you were looking for?
No, just got David. Get a second.
Yeah. Okay. Next email comes from Ben.
Look, Ben Dickens?
Ben Dickens,
says-
that'd be awesome.
He says, "I've recently run into a predicament.
Uh-oh.
Thought maybe you guys could help us out.
That's what we do.
My name is Ben. I'm a 17-year-old high school student living in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I got married in Pennsylvania.
Lovely wedding.
David, you were there.
I was there.
Greg, you were there.
Philly
Ty,
cheesesteak truck was
you
great.
You chose not to come. Brian,
I was
you
in
weren't
Jamaica. I
invited.
love you.
No, it's fine.
I was in Jamaica. I love you with my family. Sorry.
For these past few weeks, I've been crushing on a new girl who just moved here up from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
This girl, let's call her Sarah,
Let's do it. We're calling her Sarah.
North
has a
Carolina.
hipsterish style that I instantly found very attractive.
Damon Hatfield wouldn't look at her or talk to her.
Anyways, Sarah sits near the auditorium in the morning, which also happens to be where me and all my theater friends hang out. While talking with my friends, I couldn't help but notice her glancing over at me multiple times, even making eye contact with me.
Did you have something on your shirt?
Why is that annoying guy quoting Batman?
It wasn't long before I took the initiative and casually approached her. Now we spend every
Good for
morning
you.
talking to each other. I even invited her to come play cards with me and my friends in the
Ooh,
choir
it's
room
moving
during
fat.
study hall.
I'm
At this
waiting for the
point,
predicament.
you may be wondering why I haven't just asked her out yet. Well, just the other day I found out she has a boyfriend in North Carolina.
Oh, my. These fucking tar
that
heels.
she's still keeping in contact with.
What a fucking whore.
How dare she look at you?
David did the movie theater voice there.
In a world.
North Carolina.
I was trying to do like a 48 hours.
I like
I
that.
really like that.
I'm not totally sure what to do in this situation. If her boyfriend lived here in Pennsylvania, I would immediately be backing off out of respect for the guy. But to me, it just seems ridiculous to try to make a relationship work with somebody who's states away when you're in high school.
You're
So
correct,
here's my
Ben.
question.
That is correct.
Do I continue to pursue Sarah even though she has a boyfriend, or do I back off and hope they eventually break up?
You back off, and then she will be even more interested in you if that's where she's going with this. And then she'll break up with fucking North Carolina motherfucker working at goddamn Chick-fil-A. She'll come running back to you.
This
Yeah,
question's
starting a
gonna be so
relationship
hard.
off on cheating is not a good thing. With for her, like
Yeah.
that's a bad precedent. You don't want to do that. She'll break up with her if she wants you. Like
Yeah,
exactly like Greg said. Break it off.
By the
Make
time
her come
you
to
do all the
you.
things that Greg just suggested, you'll stop being 17. So
Yeah.
none
Right.
of this
Then
will
you'll be
matter.
26 when it's all said and done.
So a few things. He says she's 19.
Is there a picture?
Was
Is there a
she?
picture?
Yeah, this is them. This is the two of them.
Wait, this
you,
is
you need to lead with this picture,
Sorry.
by the way.
this
We
is
need
the girl and the boy. Oh, that's the drama kid and that's the girl.
Yeah, that's the girl. They like.
No. He's the girl, and she. Yeah.
I meant more that like this isn't her and her boyfriend.
Well, he is
Oh,
in
I
a
see.
theater. They
I
might
see.
be wearing.
the theater.
I think they are wearing costumes.
Theater.
actually. I think she's wearing a top hat.
I do not think they are in costume.
She's cute, and it's weird. You guys have matching noses. Like you have the same nose.
I thought
Oh,
they made
that's
a. I thought
interesting.
they made a cute couple.
Yeah,
Now, but here's the thing. She's 19. Was she held back?
God, he's so
She's
not gonna
19
get
in
this
high
girl.
school?
she might be retarded.
In North Carolina,
I whispered that like no.
No and no one was talking.
I
know people from.
I think he needs to move on with life.
The other thing is, what? So he really likes her. What? So make
Oh, wow, they do have the
Let her
same
know how
nose.
you
That's
feel. Like
interesting.
what's
Why?
the worst, what's
Like-
the worst that can happen? That can happen.
Well, I mean, I guess nothing. I mean, she could say yes, but whatever.
I still
the
say
whole
you just be now that you know, you back off a bit and then see what happens. I think
It
she'll be
it
more
looks like she
interested.
has a growth on her right side.
Okay.
Holy
Wow.
Jesus,
Nate.
God.
Doesn't.
that's an arm.
She's
does
leaning
not.
in. She's leaning
But
in.
that's her shirt. That's like her shirt.
Yes, and
Oh,
she's leaning.
It's
Yeah.
an arm.
It's a
That's
lean.
how this
It's not an
works.
arm.
It gets
It's
two.
a tumor.
It's a lean. It's not a tumor.
Everyone gets two.
P.S. I forgot to tell you she has a growth. No arms and a growth.
Whatever, dude.
Speaking of up top.
She's not. Well, come on, dude.
Well, you brought it up last time for no reason. I can bring it up this time for no reason.
What's up top?
Not a thing.
She's 19, whatever. She has a boyfriend in
I
North
don't even
Carolina.
want to give advice
That's
to high schoolers anymore.
I know what you mean. But I thought
come
he
on.
seemed. I thought
It's
he
the
seemed
same thing over
Nice.
and I haven't been on this podcast
It's
in
not
a year.
gonna last.
It's like the same
Even if she
thing.
does have this boyfriend, that's not gonna last. None of your relationships at that age are gonna last.
Yeah, this is
no,
all
it's
like
stupid.
seasonal McDonald's items.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Carrots,
Go
6
after
months.
it.
You're talking about
Fuck
nonsense
her.
for children.
You know what
6 days
email
from
we get
Sunday,
every time?
It's not gonna last.
Dear Knockin' Boots, I like this girl, but she has a boyfriend. Should I fucking just ask her out? Should I tell her that I love her? I'm only 14 years old,
Yeah.
but still, I love her.
It's just
Thanks
stop.
for your
And
$2.
there went all the listeners to Knocking Boots.
Thanks for everything.
So if you could stop sending those emails, I'd be so happy.
I don't pick those emails.
I know you don't. It's good.
I try to pick good ones.
Because we can answer all
like
this now.
this next one, which comes from Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
He says, "I have an OK Cupid success story."
Yeah, there's a lot
Oh,
of OK Cupid.
yeah.
What's up the OK Cupid theme?
It's the hottest dating.
In March, I got
For
out
young
of
people.
a 5-year relationship and I burned all the bridges. I am 21.
I like the way you read that.
He was
Damon's on tonight.
He was 16. I'm 21, so she had been the only woman I'd ever had sex with. As you can imagine, sex kind of became routine because we knew what each other liked and didn't deviate from that at all.
Cool.
That's a bummer.
So after the breakup, I got OK Cupid and started talking to this wonderful girl who was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's a very similar shot to the other
Looks
girl.
like she's 35 years old.
Okay, let's not. She doesn't look that.
Is that bad? She looks kind of old, right? For 20. I mean, he's 21.
Well, okay, she looks older than
she's
him.
Beautiful.
Okay,
They got
that-
titties. What are you complaining about?
That's true. And if she was 35, I'd say go for it.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody, what is Ty doing? Take Ty's phone
He's
away from him.
retweeting. He's retweeting something that
Sorry. You know what?
I think it was Arthur.
No.
I let you down. I'm sorry. I love you, Damon.
Our friend says she lives across the state in Wisconsin, sadly. And we have driven to see each other many times. We have been dating very happily, and the sex is fantastic.
Yeah.
The sex with her would be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
I was wondering if you could rate us on the Super Knocking Boots scale.
She has big
The couple?
eyes.
Yeah. the girl.
Massive wrists.
I didn't print out
Big
his
wrists.
Oh, do we have a
The
dude?
wrists.
So Damon prints this email.
The picture's like microscopic.
In the printer, not only is it a small photo, the printer is going, so it looks like this is a broadcast from the Phantom Zone, or like Captain Kirk has crashed somewhere and Spock's
yeah.
giving him the report. Right. It's all hazy.
His is impossible to rate.
It looks like
looking
somebody's deviant art.
It does, yeah.
I think he's more attractive than she is, though.
Okay.
Man,
I mean, what? Is that wrong?
I don't agree. I think
No?
she's hotter
Well,
than me.
What's your rating on the Super Knocking
he
Boots
is
scale?
more physically fit. I think,
Trademark
than
Super
she
Knocking
is.
Boots.
Okay, let me see this photo of that girl again.
Look at
Yeah, I
look
feel
at the
like-
arm. Look at the arm.
Have
What's
you
with
seen
you
this?
and the arm?
So you're saying
I'm just saying
You
that
don't even what arms
it's-
look like anymore.
Oh, arm fat's
What
a
does
good
that even
indication.
mean?
I always look at
this
arm
picture
fat.
is
Yeah,
half an inch
I think
tall.
she's got
How are you
some
gonna
arm
say
fat.
he's an attractive man?
Skylar?
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, she looks like
Skylar.
She looks like a
little
young
bit,
Skylar
yeah.
White.
Yeah,
Like,
different face,
with
but same boobs.
giant eyes.
Yeah, massive wrists, huge wrists.
Those cankles.
So I
He
always
sent
I mean,
us in a happy story.
I'm
He's
gonna-
happy with
that's
this
a good
woman.
story, by the way. Yeah. So
Based
good.
on your fucking from
We
the
should-
Dark Side of Mars photo, I'm giving you an 8. You could be an 8.5, but I'm going
We
8.
should
8 for him, and what about for her?
we should be sponsored by OK Cupid.
We
I'm
should.
going to give her an 8 too. I'm on the 20-point Knockin' Boots scale though, of course.
I'm on the
Zeros
I
and
see.
point
Not an
fives.
8.2, an 8
I
as
have
well.
a 4-point scale, and I will always have a 4-point scale.
Yeah, that's like
Thank you.
8.2.
4 points.
I'm going to give her an 8
That's
too.
pretty
looking for.
granular.
My
It's
20-point
easy.
scale. It's only 0.2.
This is Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Are you my uncle?
Scott
I have
Lowe.
an uncle Scott. He's a lawyer.
He says, my wife and I only knocked boots with a few different people before we met each other and started knocking each other's boots.
Sure.
However, I have a lot of friends who have knocked a lot of boots and occasionally run into women who get turned off when they find out the size of their boot collection. How large are your boot collections? And does it ever cause problems when someone finds out how many people you've slept with?
Why do people talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, it's an interesting thing to come up with a
Yeah,
significant
how
other,
many
right?
people have you
Yeah.
slept with?
I never. I always keep that to myself.
Let's do that then here. Are we gonna do that? Are we saying it's such a touchy subject we don't do it here?
No, I'm saying when I'm dating another woman and she asks, it's like.
So are we gonna talk about
no
this
number?
right
I feel like no number is good. It's like you could say
Yeah.
3 and you could say 10 and she'd
Sure.
react the same way.
I think my number is totally average.
And
Totally
I never
normal.
ask her. I
Oh, yeah.
never ask
I'm
her.
I'm probably actually on the way low side.
What's your number, Damon?
I'm not going to reveal that here,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
I
either.
think it's totally normal.
Can you give me a ballpark?
Don't look
can,
at your
can you,
phone,
can you
Ty.
can you ballpark
I
it?
see you looking at it.
Maybe after the show.
Okay.
It might
Damon,
be
you and
more.
I
Wait,
actually
wait.
had-
You're not going to tell me the real number after the show?
I'll tell you the real number
Okay,
after the
okay.
show.
He said maybe.
Yeah, you said
It's a confusion
I was
for,
yeah.
for Nate.
The
Ain't it?
listeners are really interested
Slap
in this
you.
part.
Yeah, they really want to know.
Listeners, listen for this.
That's also like depending on how old you are as well. I mean, so a lot of the people that write in are young, like young
Yeah.
high school kids,
Yeah.
college kids. I mean, we're all either in our 30s or approaching 30s. So
Yeah,
Here's
my
a
number
question.
was
Do you think-
1 for a
Do you
couple
think
of years.
The average number of.
What it was?
I bet it was 0 for a long time too. What do you mean?
Do you think the average number of people a person sleeps with is going up over time?
Yes.
Think so?
Yeah.
I would say absolutely yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
totally.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's weird because maybe though because I'm single in my 30s and the thought of just going out and fucking everything that walks is like does not appeal to me at all whatsoever because I'm a huge germaphobe like crazy. So
Yeah, facts.
and I do not want to knock a girl up either. So
Well, you used to just go around. You used to be a germaphobe, and you used to just go around.
I was like that when I was younger too though. I never went around just hitting everything that walked.
Really?
No.
You kiss
People
everything.
have
now.
computers in their
You would
pockets
kiss them.
now that you can push a button on and be like, "There's a girl 10 feet from me that wants to fuck," and that's it.
Yeah.
You can be 16 years old and
That's true.
fuck
So
somebody next door.
maybe people. I mean,
guess he didn't.
that I'm just again like that's me, but still, I think that the number could be on the rise.
To answer
Absolutely.
that question, I don't think it's an appropriate conversation for two people to have that. I don't
well-
like they're sort of morbidly curious.
If you're getting
Well, if they're religious,
If you're
maybe.
getting serious,
Yeah.
I could see that. But like, why would it be a problem? Like, you can't judge someone's history.
No.
Like, are you going to accept this person for who they are or not?
If your blood work comes back, why does it matter?
I'm going to quote
right.
Chris Rock here, where he
we go.
says, "Do not ever worry
That's
about how
sex
many
and shipping.
men your girlfriend's fucked. Just be happy you're fucking her now.
Yeah.
And that is it.
It's true.
Do not
I mean,
ask.
unless the number is like 100.
Yeah, if
yeah,
it's
but don't
like
ask.
triple digits.
Just don't ask.
Okay.
Like, why would you even want to know? Like,
I mean, I wouldn't want to know, especially if the number was 100.
yeah, right. Like, what if you met? What if your
Just
wife?
don't say
If the
anything. If
number's
it's over,
100
if it's over 100, don't say
If
anything.
it's 100, you're
Yeah.
probably bumping into
You
people
didn't
on the
say
street being
anything.
like, "Hey, I had sex with you."
Yeah,
Walking
like you're
around.
engaged, you love your fiance. What if she said, "Oh, listen, Brian. By the way, before we get married, I gotta tell you, I fucked 1,000 guys."
Well, it's not. Like, she told me her number.
Oh, she did.
She asked
Okay.
me, and I asked her, and I was like,
Well, so
"Oh,
I didn't even
that's
ask.
fine,
I'm just like,
sure."
nope, don't want to know, don't care.
And I was like, yeah,
Ignorance
well,
is
here-
bliss.
Is the line 100 for you though? Like, what wouldn't have been fine? You know?
50 was-
Everyone.
Yeah, 50.
No, honestly, like, I think probably
Oh well.
I gotta go.
See
Baby
you
was just
later.
born.
Everyone you know, that would
20,
probably be.
even 25 is not a lot, but I think if it was 25, it would have been like, that's kind of a lot
Like,
of
wow,
cock.
yeah, that's a lot.
The
of
only
dick.
question I ever ask any girl I'm dating is like if she knows somebody that I know, I'll straight up ask her. I'm like, did you ever date that guy? Because I just don't want to marry or have relations with someone that I know has slept with one of my good friends. Just
Sure.
is weird.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah, that's kind of weird.
Scott says also, I was listening to some older episodes, and in the February 22nd, 2011 episode,
Oh my God.
Ty tells a story about meeting Dakota Johnson from The Social Network.
I did.
What are your thoughts that she'll now
Who
be
was
the
she in-
chick getting railed in 50 Shades of Grey?
Is that really what she's? Wow, she's gonna be in that.
I have no idea who this
Strange.
woman is.
I don't know who
She's
Dakota
going to be
Johnson
getting
is. I'm
railed by
This
Jack.
is
Nice.
This is Melanie Griffin's
Can
and
somebody look her up?
Don Johnson's daughter.
Okay, but what
Doesn't do a thing
movie
for
has
me.
she been in?
Oh, so in the Social Network, she was the girl that Justin Timberlake, when he was introduced in the
Yeah,
entire movie,
he
like the
slept
very
with her.
first scene, he was in
Oh,
her
the girl
dorm
with the
room.
butt.
Yes,
Butt girl.
exactly,
Got her,
butt
okay.
girl. Yeah, I met her in Colorado.
Oh, I do remember the story.
Did you
now.
have with her?
Because you were like, if I remember the story correctly, you were with other people, and you're like, that girl looks familiar, and they're like, oh, she was in the Social Network.
Yeah, exactly. So like
You're
she's
like, oh, butt girl.
my
And then you
cousin.
made out with her.
She's no, that's not true.
And then you
she's
broke her rules.
Good friends with my younger cousin. And that's
So
how
just
they went to
don't
school
touch me.
together. So.
Sweet.
And I don't really, whatever. Good for her, I guess. If she's a starring role in that movie, kudos.
Good for her, you guess.
She's gonna
that
make a
she-
fuck ton of money. That book series is ridiculous.
Exactly. So the answer is good, for her. Good for her, I guess. If you like money and
Full
being
stop.
in fucking major motion pictures based on extremely popular
Okay.
books, that's pretty cool.
I apologize
I really
for
like-
adding the words "I guess" at the end of
I
that.
really like wearing this green shirt, so I got good things going on in my life too. I'm tired.
Back to this number discussion, because I think this is actually a really important thing. It breaks up a lot of couples. It actually
Really?
breaks up a lot of
That's
people.
a shame.
That's
I think a
stupid.
lot of people actually go like, oh,
Yeah, they get too hung up on the number.
That's why you don't ask.
This is what happened in
Guys-
Chasing Amy, of course.
From my experience, guys are a billion times worse with this than girls.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean guys have higher numbers than girls, because guys have to fuck girls to get their numbers up, which means girls' numbers are going up too. But guys, when you ask them, like I have guy friends where I'm like, how many, off the record, man, how many girls have you fucked? And they're like, 32. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And he's like, yo, I actually never wrote that down as a list. My friend actually took a piece of paper out and he got a pen. He started writing a list and he got 8 names in before he didn't know their names anymore.
Oh,
and he started
no.
writing shit down like Captain Crunch. And I'm like, what? She had a blue shirt on. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay.
By the 12th, it was like the pirate. And by the 25th, he was like,
She
I
had
don't
one
even know
leg?
anymore.
Yeah.
Some girl with a thing. So that, to me, that's far worse. It's not really a number. It's just like, if you fuck so many people, you forgot their faces or what they look like or their names.
It's not even about so many though. It's the encounter. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember names. Like, I don't have.
I don't remember every girl I
I
slept
can
with
remember the
either.
name of every single girl I've
No
ever
way.
slept
I
with.
can't
Not
at
the
all.
last
No
name.
way in hell.
Not the last name.
I'm like you.
The first name.
High five or low five. I don't take pride in that though. I'm not like proud of it. It's just that I don't remember everybody.
Right.
I went on a speed dating thing like 2 weeks ago. It was like 20 chicks. By the time I got to the last
You had
one,
sex with all of them.
I had no clue what the first one was. No clue at all.
That's
That's
speed dating.
completely
Yeah,
different.
That's not like I came
met her for
inside
2
you.
I went out with a bunch of people
Or all
tonight
over
from,
your
a,
face.
from a PR company. I don't know most of their names. Yeah, I didn't fuck any of them.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying some of the girls I've been with, I probably didn't make an impression on me to remember their name. That's it.
But you fucked them.
My number is super low then.
Yes.
Current events. California enacts ban on revenge porn. On
Interesting.
Tuesday,
Swoop.
California became the second state to pass a
Yes.
law banning online posts or other distribution of intimate photos or videos of a person without his or her consent.
That seems fair.
Kind of a
It might
bummer.
seem a bummer.
Yeah, I kind of like seeing that shit.
What do you mean?
You like seeing the revenge porn shit?
He's
You like
voyeuristic.
seeing
Oh yeah.
Can't you?
pictures
I
of
love-
people
yeah,
who did not give their consent? That's fucked up, Nate.
I'm sorry, but I like it.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Bullshit. You just like amateur porn.
Yeah, but if they
That's fine. How about the
Wait, no,
consensual?
Nate,
But
likes
there's
it,
like-
Nate likes it when you can see their hands holding up to the camera, like, no, don't shoot this.
I'm in the
that's-
J.C. Penney's changing
Wait,
room.
hold on. Isn't all porn revenge porn if like you're not getting laid and you're like fucking bitch? Like,
So that's no.
Wait, Damon.
no.
So if me and my theoretical girlfriend made a sex tape and then we broke up
Or
and
if she just
I
texted
published it,
you like a topless photo,
I can't
You guys
publish that.
broke up and then you put it online. Like
No,
on
I
your
think- I think
telephone.
that- I think that's hot. I think it's
What if-
So that's the thing. That's the thing.
What if she fucked like 3 of my friends and cheated on me and I wanted
I don't think you're like
No,
justified.
like that doesn't hold up in court. Is what
Damn
I'm
it.
saying.
But that
I would
was
never
my
do that,
question.
though.
Is like,
Yeah.
so if this happens, if like a woman files a complaint, she would have to prove that this guy is the only other person that had access to these photos,
Yeah.
and that she didn't give consent for him
It's-
to put them
Right. So
online.
if
I
you're
just think
dating
it,
somebody, you need a paper trail to be like,
Yeah.
honey,
It's hard
let's
to
put
prove.
this
I just
porn
think it
tape
must
out.
be. I think
Thank
it
you
must be
so
hard.
much for this topless photo. Can you please sign this NDA saying
No,
sign
you do
over
it
all
Gmail
rights?
where it saves all the chats.
I mean, it's very common now, right?
I mean, don't
Like,
get me wrong. I'm completely
Yeah.
for not doing shit like that. That's fucked up, but still, it's like hard to prove.
I guess it's a good point.
I think it would be hard to prove.
Yep.
Very hard to prove.
right, Nate.
Revenge.
I like it. Sorry, I do.
Why?
Because
You're
I don't
looking at
know.
people like
I don't understand. What,
It's,
I
there's
think-
some danger
they did
thing.
not
It's like
give
I don't
you-
want this out.
Brian, don't want you looking
This is what you
at
have to
them.
look forward to when
Yeah,
you
it's
get
not
married.
like a porn star like
You're
a
like,
porn
what?
star
I can't look at
she's,
my
like, fine with
voyeuristic
it.
porn anymore.
That's talking.
Sorry.
There's some voyeuristic like amateur status to it that I enjoy.
But those sites exist without it being revenge. Is what I'm saying. I don't know what sites you're going
the
to where it's
danger.
only revenge.
There's no only revenge, but when it is like somebody
We should
like
start that site.
so there's
Revengeporn.com.
like a Twitter feed that I follow. It's like it's some it's
Is it revenge porn?
It's not all revenge porn, but there's some. It's like he'll tweet like, "Hey, this guy sent me this picture of his ex-girlfriend," and he'll put it up. I'm like,
Is it
"Oh,
like-
that's- I like that
And you
better
immediately go to
than
the bathroom
the
and
other
just whack it
pictures."
out.
Is it like Anthony
then I
Weiner
just
from
go
New York?
masturbate in the bathroom.
What is so dangerous about you sitting in an office chair and masturbating
Dude.
while your wife's shopping?
Speaking of danger,
You're not like fucking James Bond lowering yourself. In
This
is like diamonds and
As he
lasers.
opens the
There's
Twitter
no
app.
danger
No.
there.
Totally me yesterday.
the mayor of New York, Anthony Weiner. You know that he calls himself like his pseudonym on the internet is Carlos Danger.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's a great name.
Is he the mayor of New York?
Or he was.
It's like
He
the
ran
same
for it
thing as
again.
like a camera of like just two people having sex, and they don't
would
know
you
that it's
watch that?
filming them.
I wouldn't watch that.
That's horrible, Dave.
I wouldn't watch that.
But it's the same. Like I'm not saying that ever happens. Nobody ever does that.
Dude,
like
they
there's that
shoot
out there.
porn in HD now, like The Matrix.
Nobody
Well,
likes
like
that.
porn.
Nobody likes production value. in
I
porn.
do.
No,
I do.
no.
I do. Oh, yes, I
Really?
do. Okay,
No
I'm
way.
a,
Fuck yeah,
No
I want
way.
my shit to look like.
Okay,
like
the
Peter
more,
Jackson's
like-
filming it.
I'm going to suggest somebody right now.
Dinosaurs.
You want CG? In
There
your
is a great movement in porn right now. It's unbelievable. And basically, they take like red epic cameras. Like these are red cameras they shoot movies with, and they film these beautiful porn scenes. And for me, it's amazing because I'm a giant cinephile. So like, I love.
Jerking off, you're like, oh man.
I'm like, that
so many
shot,
different reasons. Yeah,
that
it's not even
shot's
the woman
so
that's
good,
doing
and then
it.
the lighting's so good, and like just like the depth of field, the way it's
blows it all over his
filmed.
monitor.
It's amazing.
Ah!
Oh, I love it, by the way, and it's always beautiful. Why are you looking at me like that?
It's not
Oh,
you.
sorry.
It's Nate.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Nate's
Nate
taking a
revealed
strange
something dark
corner.
within himself
No,
tonight.
it's not dark.
It's very
Are
dark.
there- you need to go watch the series finale of Veronica Mars because there was a illegal sex tape made of her and her boyfriend, and how like the horror that happened, that someone violated their privacy and filmed them having sex.
So the Kim Kardashian sex tape, right? Like,
She knew that was happening. She winks at the camera multiple times.
yeah, but it wasn't supposed to be.
Let me put it this way. Let's
released.
say.
Yes, it
let's
was.
say
That was a calculated effort.
You know what I mean? Though she sued everybody, like, there, you know, the whole
She
thing.
got a shit ton of money from that.
She
Yeah.
got famous from that tape.
Yeah, but still, she didn't want it released.
Yes, she did.
Supposedly.
Yes, she did.
Okay, fine. What about the other famous people where it's like, I don't want this released?
Paris Hilton.
we're not talking about famous people. We're talking about normal.
you
people.
just said you wanted to see two
Yeah,
people who
they all
didn't
make
know they
money.
were being filmed have
Yeah.
sex.
Well,
Let's say.
Hey, would you be okay?
There's
with
some
people
aspect
jerking
of
off to
danger
you
to
and
it.
Your wife?
Yeah, the danger is you're a peeping fucking Tom.
it's not me.
Yes, it is. You're not
filming them.
You want to consume the content.
You're the one consuming it.
You need to have a long, hard
That's
look
like
at the
saying-
fucking mirror, man.
That's like saying, I don't
Hey,
make the drugs.
what if-
Nobody.
No, no,
it's
let's
going to
be
be
real,
long
let's
and
be
hard,
real.
all right? I'm out. I'll
be
see
real,
you guys
let's be
later.
real.
Mike on the ground.
I'm just curious. Nobody from like
All right.
HR listens to this, right? From your Microsoft.
I don't
Check this
work-
out.
oh,
Check this
God,
out.
yeah.
Check this out. What if a former boyfriend of Angie's had photos and like put them up online?
You'd be pissed, man.
Well, that would suck for me. It's my
But what-
wife
What
now.
about her?
Time out. What about if your new landlord had a fucking camera in your smoke detector and put up a sex tape of you fucking your wife?
But that's different because it's me.
dangerous.
but is that
it's
revenge
different if
porn?
it's
I mean, that's different. I'm fucking looking through revenge porn Twitter with, and then I see you fucking, and I'm like, ah!
She left
I
the
would have.
shove
I'm
in
not
front
saying
of
that
it.
people shouldn't have a problem with it. I don't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for me as the viewer, there is some
Jesus
aspect of
Christ,
danger
Nate.
to me consuming it that I like.
It's messed up.
It might be.
Giving you
It
all,
might be.
all that time.
Revenge porn is categorized as the following.
Yes, please.
According to the bill, any person who photographs or records by any means the image of the intimate body part or parts of another identifiable person under circumstances where the parties agree or understand that the image shall remain private and the person subsequently distributes the image taken with the intent to cause serious emotional distress and the depicted person suffers serious emotional
How do you
distress.
prove that in court? I mean,
That's what a lawyer's job
By the way,
is.
Girl, you cry.
well, I mean, I agree. Like, it should be against the law, but I don't know how you prove that.
Yeah.
For the purpose of this law, intimate is defined as showing any portion of the genitals, and in the case of a female, also includes any portion of the breast below the top of the areola that is either
I like how they had to
uncovered
be that specific.
or visible through less than fully opaque clothing.
Interesting.
So you could do under boobs?
Right to, down to like here. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm glad to see even though the federal government's shut down, California's got its shit together. And went
Yeah. That's crazy.
One, I'm just trying to find the number here. There was only one assemblyman who voted against it.
So
No.
so here is an interesting scenario that could come from this. By the way, so like let's say whatever you.
Excuse me, Senate Majority Leader. I like the danger of it.
Who was that guy?
So
A bit about the danger of it.
now hear me out on this predicament because this could come up, right? So
I'm sorry.
there are couples that like to film themselves having sex. It's very common. However, like let's say the couple agreed to submit it to some smut porn site, and it went around.
Yeah.
Then the guy breaks up with her.
Sure.
Or she breaks up with him. And whoever gets burned is like, no, fuck you. And then goes after them and saying, hey, by the way, I didn't agree to have this, put on the internet. So I'm going to fucking, take you to the cleaners now or try to prosecute you for, what was the term? Like emotional distress. The point is, like, it's just how do you prove that? It's just weird, because it could go both ways.
Sure.
If you are found guilty, it's considered disorderly conduct and a misdemeanor that carries a penalty of up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine.
Jesus.
So the answer here is like most laws, there's no hard defined reasoning for this. It's just sort of to give this nebulous fear
Like most
to people.
laws.
To be like, no, it's true. Oh, don't do drugs. Okay.
Sure.
When you're in court.
Yeah.
But for most people, it's just sort of like, no.
Ice. I want absinthe.
They can say to you, hey, you'll get in trouble if you do revenge porn, and most like teens will be like, we broke up. I'm going to send our titties everywhere. Oh, wait, no, there's a law. I shouldn't.
Sure.
Yeah,
True.
That's
I mean
it.
that's the thing is that I mean that's the thing right now. Like I don't think it matters much to us, but like the generation below us,
It is
Yeah.
all they're doing is sexting and showing photos, and it's not
like
a big deal.
Snapchat.
To them.
That's why Snapchat's so great.
Yeah, and actually, me and my fiance had this amazing moment the other day where we were, aside from
Snapchat.
getting engaged,
Don't get me
but we
started
were
on
like,
Snapchat.
holy shit, you know what's great? We never have to Snapchat to fuck people.
No, just your kids.
Just my kids. Yeah, my kids.
you got
will
to
be
Snapchat the
like
kids to fuck them.
New Jersey is the only other state with a law on its
Like
books
this.
banning
They
revenge
need it
porn.
there.
Because it's just
yeah.
it's just one of those laws. It's hard to.
I mean, yeah, like when the internet was becoming popular in the 90s, they didn't think this is what people would be doing.
Of course not.
I think they did.
You think they did?
Yeah.
I don't. I
Originally
think
thought-
they had no fucking clue.
When Al Gore invented the
Nobody saw
internet,
that.
It's a series of tubes that people will use to spy on people having sex and not feel anything wrong with that.
But I hope
Listen, there is something wrong with it. That's why.
they had no clue this was
like
going
it.
to happen.
See now, yeah,
There, it's the it's
I'm
it's the
coming
fact that
around.
it's
Stop
wrong.
seeing the danger.
It's the fact that it's wrong.
I'm coming around a bit on it. At least that you're just being open about what fucking gets you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever gets you. Yeah, is the line. I'm okay. I get that. That would have been one I kept under my hat for a long time.
It sounds like you just like amateur porn.
Well, that too.
here's the thing.
I definitely, yeah.
I think people, human beings, can do whatever they want.
Sure.
As long as they're not hurting anybody. And what you're doing could be hurting people.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you
here.
are.
I'm clicking a link.
Participating in revenge porn, and that could cause emotional distress to people.
All right, maybe.
You don't do
know
anything
what?
else
Maybe.
that's dangerous.
Right.
This is the only
This is the one
dangerous
thing.
I like.
Can I have
danger.
my one fucking
You can't
James
have one
Bond
thing where you-
So
moment?
Nate Ager doesn't break any other laws.
Is it really dangerous?
It's legal in Seattle.
Whatever.
Oh, then why are we even hiding it?
They don't prosecute you if you watch it, right? It's just if you post it.
No, if you're just like,
yeah.
hey, I found this thing on this site. It's revenge.
Yeah, if they're above
Great.
18, which they all are, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure you know
I just
that.
want to get
Yeah,
that
you-
out there. That it's
sure-
all
I'm sure right
above
before
board.
the dangerous, the fucking hidden camera sex things, they show their ID right before they fuck
Yeah.
without knowing the camera's there, Nate.
All right.
Wow.
We're getting back to the emails here. This is Ditchmeyer.
Ditchmeyer.
No chance that's a real name.
It's like
He says, I've recently been checking out online dating sites just to mix things up a bit. I've been browsing OkCupid.
jeez.
Are we sponsored this month by
What's going on?
And if not, can we be sponsored next time?
We are not. We are sponsored by our very generous listeners.
Oh, good point. Thank you for your money.
I've been browsing OkCupid a bit. I noticed there's a surprising number of single mothers
Chia.
who are around my age. I'm 22 and in college. Many of them are 24 or 26. Of course, some of them are cute and seem like interesting people. But my initial reaction is, when reading that one of these women has one or more kids, is, well, no way I can take on that responsibility. I still feel like a kid, so I don't think I could raise a kid myself.
That's fair.
Yep. Good realization to
a
have.
lot of folks my age seem to be embracing their adult lives already, and it has me wondering if I'm just being immature. And
Does he live in the Midwest as Ditch Digger, whatever the fuck his name is? Is you confirm that?
Ditch digger.
Ditchmeyer.
Ditchmeyer.
Is it
Oh,
wrong?
that's so much better.
Is it wrong? You guys get the play on words, right? Is it wrong for someone my age to swear off dating people that have kids? Am I
Mitch.
being close-minded?
Is he taking
How
his
old is
own
he
ditch?
again?
It's my ditch.
Mitch Dyer.
It's
I
my
don't know.
ditch.
No, he said Ditchmeyer.
I know.
How old was he?
No, I'm fucking.
Okay.
He is 22.
Okay.
You've got the right idea. Keep being young. You are very young. Don't worry about it. It sucks those girls fucked up their life. You don't have to. You're going to live forever. Buy a
And thank
motorcycle.
you, and thank you for saying they fucked up their life.
Good lord, don't
Good.
drive.
I'm kidding.
Because here's the deal: if you have a kid before 25, you fucked up your life. You did.
Okay.
Okay, that's a bold,
up your
that is
life.
a bold claim.
No, I stand by that claim. If
Okay.
you had a kid before you're 25, you
Let me-
fucked up your life.
What if you're married and in love?
My dad
You
had a kid when he was
fucked up
18.
your life. Nate's
well,
dad fucked up
clearly-
his life.
He's doing okay.
My dad had me when he was like 21.
That's fine.
Yeah, let me soften that blow a little bit. Our generation now, and the next generation to come, way different than the
Yeah,
generations that came before
that's true.
us. Like my parents are the same way as Damon's, and not
Yep.
yours, man. It's 18.
I am not saying I'm glad your dad had you because you're one of my closest friends.
Except for the whole
it wasn't me that he had when he was
dangerous
18.
sexual
Yeah.
obsession.
He had a
But
child.
no, I'm glad you exist. But the
I
whole
do
point,
too. I
the
do
whole
too.
point though, is that I
I'm
personally feel
reconsidering my feelings.
if you had what, and you're too,
I was joking.
and you as well. You
No,
know
I'm talking
that.
about Nate.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Such a terrible person.
The point is that I feel that if you feel like just don't have kids before you're 25. That's
Whatever
it.
you don't, you're fine. You feel like you don't want to jump into a relationship with a woman who has a kid. That's fine.
That makes
That's
sense.
Totally fine.
That's
You
totally
are a
cool.
baby. You're young.
Yeah.
By the way, talking to people is not jumping into a relationship either. Like you can go and have a little fun with a person. And
But that's not what he's looking for. Clearly, he's
And
not
also,
looking to have
you
a
gotta
little
be,
fun.
You got to be
Yeah,
careful.
That's
like,
true.
He's a
If
Tyree.
when a woman has a kid, you got to be really.
I want a
do not
relationship.
date a woman
Yeah,
with a kid
that's
unless
good.
you're
You should.
serious
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Don't mess around with that.
We all saw Breaking Bad. We know how it goes.
Can I have the vodka and
Yes.
a soda?
I was
Pass the Perry.
Oh, I like this new. I like this email up.
when I was 24. I had sex with a mother, and
I
saw.
love this story. Are you going to tell the story? I think you're going to tell.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my god. I
Some
love this.
some
Tell
people
the story.
filmed us and put it up on the internet. I didn't mind. I jack off to it every so often.
I love that.
Florida. I love that he talks like he's this. Yeah.
And that's the end of the story.
Sorry, go. Dated a mother, nailed
No,
it.
it's okay. No, I didn't date a mother. I was in New York for a press trip. Some people from IGN.
I was with you. Oh
were
my
with
god,
me.
that was
I was 23 or 24 at the time. She was 38.
me and Kava were with you.
Jeez.
And no, I don't know if you were. I think
big-
Craig,
Stop.
Craig,
Nobody
Barrett-
cares who was there.
Craig and Nick Sharapino were there. I don't know. if
Okay.
you were. She was gorgeous blonde, like fake boobs, fake hair, like the whole thing. She was with a bunch of friends. She's Canadian. So I bang her like 2 nights in a row. Just great sex, amazing. Like the
Glad to see you're getting a lot of work done on
the
this work
best
trip.
sex. It was for the NFL draft. Not a lot of work was getting done.
Okay, my bad.
But we're laying in bed after having rigorous sex until 4 a.m. And I look at her phone. I don't know if that was the right word.
Yeah.
Vigorous. But I look at her phone and there's pictures of her kids. And
Why are you
her
looking at her
kids-
phone?
Well, because she had it out. Like she's like looking at her phone. Like I gotta check my phone. So brings it out in bed. I glance over and her children look exactly like me.
Yeah. He showed me the pictures.
Like exactly like
That's
me. I'm talking
fucking
blonde
weird.
hair, like same hairstyle, and I was like, oh my god.
And she turns over and she's like, by the way, these are growing inside me now.
Okay, so here's what's fucked up. I heard that story differently.
Oh.
So a few years later, after this happened, you were sitting at work, and one of the things you used to do when you worked with me was you would sit on Facebook and just look at pictures of chicks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot of work getting done over at IGN Sports.
So you go, okay, Pete, check this out. And I come over. You're like, I fucked this girl a few years ago. I'm like, all right, cool. And you go, well, she's also got some of her kids. And then you pull up the kids, and I'm like, they look just like you. Are you the dad? That is a totally different
Not.
story. Yes, exactly. That's how I
But
remember
imagine
it.
me having the realization, having just had sex with this person, like, oh my god, the reason why she was attracted to me was because I look like her
Because I
goddamn
thought you had a series of
children.
one-night stands that led to children. Like, 4 kids came out 2 nights. And they all
Now
look
here's
like
the
you.
big question, though. So did you have sex with her again after this
Yes.
realization?
Oh, well, it wasn't sex, but
she
got
she
to-
she
yeah.
went- she
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
She
They had
gave you the
fun.
business.
She blew you.
yeah.
Oh, can we say that on this thing?
I hope so. 'cause-
Draw the line somewhere.
I fucking love this
oh
show.
man, it's the best.
That's
All
cool.
right.
That's cool.
Oh god, it was so
I like this is a very interesting email. I shouldn't
can't
say I
wait.
like it, but it's a very interesting email.
Okay.
One of the most
I hope
interesting.
she doesn't listen to this.
I hope she does. That'd be cool. Now, I'm sorry. I know you want to move on, and I want to get there too, Damon. I love you so fucking much. You got really good form. Did you
Yes, to
Did
butter you up.
Did you ever think about it this way, Nate? Did you ever think about it this way, Nate? That you might honestly have looked like her a younger version of her ex-husband or husband or whatever.
Yeah, that's the.
No,
that's the
that never occurred to me.
You're an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look how smart
because
Greg is.
I don't know. I mean, come on.
Look at the big brain on
Maybe
She
Brad.
had blonde hair. Her kids had blonde hair.
Okay.
So that's what.
Sometimes blondes mate with other blondes. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
And stop touching me while we talk about mating. But I'm just saying, maybe he got killed in Afghanistan.
Oh, it's.
Oh wait, hold on.
that's sad.
Desert
I don't wanna talk
Storm.
about that.
He maybe got killed in Desert Storm.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
still
like,
really young.
Yeah, that's funnier. You're right.
I'm not going for a joke. I'm saying that maybe he got killed
No,
in his prime.
I did not.
Killed in his prime.
I did not consider
and
that.
this woman trolls New York looking for young versions of her husband.
It's really sad.
And she like puts
Okay,
like
but-
the purple
but-
heart on him.
but
and
she's-
like,
She's married now.
Okay.
This story
look
gets
like
better
me.
and better.
You know all this.
We're friends on Facebook.
You still are?
Yeah.
Can I see
That's
this?
so weird.
Is it?
Did she
Yes.
comment on your wedding photos?
No, she did not.
Can I see
You
this?
look
weird?
just,
Yes.
you look just like Johnny.
You're
before
friends
he
with a girl
shipped
you
off to
randomly hooked
different
up with one
store.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, because she messaged me and she was like, "Hey, I'm going to be in Vancouver with the kids for WWE stuff. When are you going to come?" And I was like, I'll see you later."
When did she do this?
It was right after the fact.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like yesterday. that'd be weird.
All right, check
All
this
right,
out.
next email. Fun email.
This is Alex.
Interesting.
Not a fun email. I
Interesting.
specified Interesting.
Interesting email.
Interesting.
Excuse me.
Alex.
Should I not be friends?
Hello, Alex.
Don't
Alex?
be friends with her, Nate.
No?
No, it's too late now.
And
You're,
don't
no,
look
it's
at
weird.
revenge porn.
It's weird. That's
Hey.
true. You can't unfriend her there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I don't like unfriending. That's me.
You don't get notified for that.
What's the matter? Yeah.
Unfriend people all the time.
Well, yeah, but anyways, go.
Dear Knocking Boots,
Hello, Alex.
big fan of the show. Been listening since it started. Really glad it's back.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I have been dating my current girlfriend for about a year and a half. She was born without a uterus and thus is unable to have children or periods. Basically, her vagina goes up a few inches and then nothing. She often
Sounds like
refers
the perfect woman.
She often refers to herself as a living sex doll, since her boobs and vagina serve no purpose aside from sexual pleasure. So my question is,
But she gets pleasure from them, right?
my question is, if you were in a similar situation, would it change the way you saw your girlfriend as a woman or a person?
I would high five the shit out of her. That's awesome.
Yeah, me too. I would love
Well,
her.
unless he wants kids, is that any impact on it?
Well,
says-
yes.
he says,
Buy those. They're-
That's true. That's I don't know about buying them, but you
He
can.
says,
There are
I
other
personally
means.
love her no matter what, but she is sometimes sensitive about it and sometimes says she doesn't feel like a real full woman.
Oh, that's too bad.
So this works both ways, because there are men that can't have kids, and they
Yeah.
obviously they feel like less like they feel
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I'm not a man because I
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. So I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
I sympathize with his problem. It sucks, but at the same time, I would love a woman to not.
You do. So you don't want kids?
No.
Yeah, Ty doesn't want kids.
You,
I don't want
no, me
children.
neither. That was the big thing. I mean, you're talking about
But that's me. If he wants children, it's different. But I mean, I can understand why she feels inadequate. I mean, I get that, because obviously women, it's like they're programmed at such a young age. You will have babies. You
Right.
will,
I
married,
get that.
So
Well, that was the thing, when I went in for chemo, and they were like, okay, well, this might make you sterile, so go here and save your sperm. I'm like, no.
no.
Well, I looked at the prices, and I was like, no. No. And they're like, what? I'm like, I don't want kids.
Expensive to just save your sperm?
Oh, yeah. Really expensive. I have to look it up now.
Were you just like, oh, I'll just do it on my own?
Yeah.
Why are you saving
Me and
your
Colin
sperm?
live together. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I got
Sorry,
I'll
Colin.
put it out next to his French fries. We'll be fine.
The left
guy
ice
eats
cube
too much-
tray is. Do not take that.
That guy puts mayonnaise on too much food for you.
But yeah, like, I didn't care, and I don't know. I never got it checked.
Chicken cutlet tastes a little funny.
Yeah. So listen, I think it's like I totally get that she may feel like sensitive about it, but the only thing that's important is how you guys feel about each other.
Play this
Yeah,
episode.
make
We
her-
all
and
were
make her
really,
feel good.
really
Make her-
happy about
Yeah,
that.
like if you guys love each other, like you guys can adopt if you want kids.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Tell her that most real dolls can't talk. So she's got that.
Look at that. See,
Well, that didn't make any sense to
a
me.
shot of wisdom.
But don't if that bitch buys a cat without your permission.
Fucking dump her ass.
I had never heard of that.
Yeah, I think
I don't understand what it means. The vagina goes a couple inches and then there's nothing.
Well, there's something. It's not just
No,
a
but
black hole.
there's an end to vaginas that is not a uterus, right? Isn't there like there's a?
Well, you're talking about fallopian tubes.
Bed Bath
I don't
and
know.
Beyond.
When you go inside a vagina, there is an end that you can feel like it's a wall.
That's like the wall of the uterus.
right. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It just keeps going, Nate.
Otherwise, it's straight to the gut.
What? I mean, I don't know.
Round
Is it like gonna
table.
come out of her mouth if you just keep going up?
Round table question
Do it.
from Frank.
Hi,
Hi,
Frank.
Frank. Frank the Tank.
Oldie but goodie question for you all. Who do you have on your 5 famous exemptions list? Of course, being
totally
the
have
5
that.
people
We have
you
a
could,
list.
in theory,
5?
take to the boat landing if you had the chance. 5 is really generous.
I mean, if
I thought there was
it's
just like one.
It's just one. Yeah. Who's yours?
If your girlfriend allows you to have 5, that's
Dude, marry
she's being
her.
really
yours
nice.
used to be
Like,
Kim Kardashian.
marry
yeah?
her
It's not
immediately.
anymore.
I know, but it used to be.
Who is it
it's
now?
Not anymore.
Who's is it? Who
I
is it?
don't. So,
No, come on, come on,
So
come on,
I wanted to explain. I don't really have one anymore. I do have like celebrity crushes, but I like keep it to myself. But my girlfriend like always knows. She's like, oh,
She
you
knows
like
what's
her.
up. You like
and
her.
she always nails every time. But I don't like publicly have.
Yeah. Do you
these
It's
sorts
like,
of,
guess who?
Do you like
Your girlfriend's like, does she have brown hair? And you're like, no.
Do you like Olivia Munn?
No.
Oh, I love Olivia.
I don't know who that is.
Olivia, you don't. Olivia Munn is on Newsroom.
Tron.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean, cute,
awesome.
but I don't. I wouldn't.
Damn,
No, Olivia Wilde.
She's very good on that show.
I'm like basically the same age as you. I feel like we're in that weird spot where the old celebrities are too old to want to fuck anymore, but the new celebrities are too young, and I don't know if enough about them. So I'm in this weird limbo with celebrity freebies where I don't even know where I want to go. I'm like,
I don't really.
Jolie. She's
It's
like
weird.
80. She's
I don't
got 8
ever
kids.
say anything about celebrities, but like my girlfriend always knows. She's like,
She knows
yeah,
what's
you
up.
like her.
I don't
You
really
love her
have
stuff,
one.
yeah.
I don't think anymore. Mine used to be Kim Kardashian, but that's.
I always-
She's,
I-
it's
that's-
over.
yeah,
It's
that's
way
long
over.
since
It's over.
sailed.
Problem is, like, as a single man, it's like stupid even saying it. It's like
Frank's
Yeah.
Frank's 5. Our number 1, Emma Stone.
I like her.
I like her a lot.
Number 2, Alison Brie,
I don't know Who's who that that? is.
Yeah, you do. Community.
and
Oh.
Mad Men.
Mad Men.
Who is she on Mad Men?
She's Pete's wife.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a weird one.
What are you talking about?
She's gorgeous.
I mean,
Watch her Community.
pretty,
I just
but
think she's like cute. I don't think
yeah,
we're like sexual.
yeah,
She's
it's
really
not like,
funny.
oh, I'm
She's
gonna
really
have
funny,
sex
yeah,
with that.
funny,
No,
but
no.
I don't think it was sexual.
Okay.
Number 3.
I'll show you some photos.
Number 3, Christina Hendricks.
Oh,
She's
yeah, I
cute.
see that.
4, Jennifer Lawrence.
See, Christina Hendricks is like a Kim Kardashian, like similar, you know, proportion.
And 5, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah, I'm
Five's
all over
great.
that.
I like that.
She might be mine actually, Scarlett Johansson. My wife's is
Not
Matt
Priya
Damon.
Rai.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. She loves Matt Damon.
Why do you say it like that?
South,
'Cause
it's,
it's,
a
Team
Team America,
America.
reference.
Oh, thank you.
Meth Damon.
Matt
Alison Brie.
Oh, well, okay.
That's Alison
Monsieur?
Brie.
That's a different story, I guess.
Oh well, that's very attractive.
I'm showing her, I think, the Maxim spread that she did a while back.
It's hot.
Well, yeah, she looks hot there.
That's
Damn.
hot. Yeah, really, really hot.
Like getting old sucks.
Trying to think,
man.
who are the
I used to think like
top
Britney Spears and Amanda.
Getting old
Bynes
doesn't
were hot as
suck.
hell.
Getting old's
well, it does
great.
for this conversation. I
Okay,
mean, for having
maybe.
sex at home, it's
But you
great.
said generally it sucks. It doesn't suck.
That's just
It
weird.
does for this.
Getting old. Getting old sucks. No, getting old is fucking great.
I think getting old will suck, but none of us are getting old
No.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you start getting old? 50?
50?
50 after
50.
50, it's kind of, yeah, I see that.
She's pretty.
Yeah, that's attractive. Let me see that.
I would have
I've
a
never
date with
done
her.
this whole celebrity thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
See, but
Never
are they?
been a thing for
The
me.
weird thing is, like, do they always have to be celebrities?
Like,
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
They can't just be
because
people
that's
you
how
know.
the reception.
Hey, you know
know,
the
it's like,
receptionist?
yeah,
I really
right,
want to
sir.
fuck her.
It's like, listen,
I'm gonna go
honey,
fuck her.
listen, the next door neighbor who's really hot, like, can she be on the list?
No.
Yeah, that
no.
can't be your freebie. The freebie has to be like in outer space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like, you
that's-
can never have
Like,
has
you'll,
to be
it will never happen.
Safely placed in fantasy land.
So you know what's funny is like so with my ex girlfriend we had this conversation and she's like, listen, I don't feel comfortable you having like a freebie because in your line of work
Exactly.
you could possibly meet your freebie.
Alison Brie was at Comic Con. She was at the IGN
and I'm like,
set.
I'm like,
Okay.
honey, it won't happen. I'm like, I hope it happens. It'd be amazing if it did, but no, it will never happen. Totally.
Do celebrities have celebrity freebies?
Oh, yeah.
I think they.
Yeah.
Celebrity, exactly. Brian knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just. I mean, like Justin Timberlake has fucked this entire room spank bank.
Yeah. So
Anyone we've ever wanted to fuck.
I'm such a
Yeah,
fan of him.
he's fucked.
He's awesome.
he's
I love
badass.
him. He's
but
the
no,
best.
he's
on my celebrity list.
Yeah, he's my guy.
Here's a cool story. I actually met the lead art director and photographer for Playboy one time.
Oh.
He was a friend of a good friend of mine I went to high school with, and we went to the Playboy studio in L.A. And this guy's like, he was like probably in his 50, 51. And I asked him, I'm like, have you ever been married? And he's like, no. And I'm like, why not? He's like, why do you think? And I had no idea about it, but like, he just, like, he explained to me that one time he was engaged and they had like this freebie rule, but the problem was that all the freebies he thought were all the girls he worked with.
Yeah.
So like, there was no freebie because it was fact. It was a reality.
Yeah, you got to be careful if you make those.
Exactly. And so like basically he was never he said he always wanted to get married, but he never could because of who he works with all the time.
Exactly.
Which basically just told me that he must be just fucking every model that he sees essentially.
Exactly. and
Or at
that's
least at
weird.
one point
It's
did.
a
But
weird thing to
Yeah,
say.
that's a
weird.
shallow.
That's
He's a
This is
shallow
back
dude.
to the whole thing of why I can't understand cheating.
well, he never cheated. He just never got married.
But I'm in
Yep.
the same boat. I'm in the boat of when people are like, oh man, fuck this. It's like I can't understand it just based on the fact that if you're in a relationship with someone and you love them, or even if you're still in a relationship and it's so bad that all of a sudden some random person comes around and wants to have sex with you, you're like, all right.
you know what? I will say this.
Like,
I don't.
fucking be a man and break up with that
I-
person. Like,
I agree.
Even if it's just a call her that night and be like, it isn't working.
Okay, but listen,
And
like,
it's over.
Yeah. Like the many people that write in, we always say, "Oh, be a man or burn bridges or do all this stuff." But when you are at an age or you are at a phase in your life where you can't contemplate what we're talking about, like you can't, like
I'm not for
it's easy.
high school cheating.
I know. I'm just saying it's easy for us to say something like it's easy for us to tell a kid in high school, right? Oh, grow up,
I
don't
know,
fucking
I
be
know,
a
I
pussy,
know.
grow some balls, burn bridges, whatever. Because we've been there, right?
Yeah.
They haven't. So I'm saying that it's easier to say all this stuff
Sure.
when we've already been in that situation.
But I mean, like the photographer guy you're describing,
Yes.
it, like to me, just sounds like weak.
It's a shallow. It's a
I
shallow.
wanted to be fucking engaged, but I have all these hot bitches around.
See,
me
yeah,
naked.
That's a
It's like,
very
now
shallow
listen,
way to look at it. It's like
I
a deep
don't-
connection with somebody.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know though because I was trying to. He was one of the nicest guys I ever met. I was having a conversation with
big
him.
dick.
No, and I was trying to picture. I'm like, would I be like? Because I agree. By the way, I think cheating sucks and you shouldn't do it and it's horrible. However, I'm trying to think if I was surrounded by beautiful naked women all day long, and if 10% came on to me? What if, like, at one point in my life, like, I was frustrated, or I wasn't getting stuff at home I wanted, or I was in a bad mood, or we got into a horrible fight? Like, how long could you hold out before you did something? The thing is,
hopefully the entire duration of your relationship until you broke up, unless you're a shitty adult.
Yeah.
I'm not getting sex at home. I'm gonna fuck this. What, really? Like,
people
why do you
do that though. That happens.
I know, and that's fucking retarded.
I'm just saying.
I like the R word. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I drink, right? I love to drink. I think it's great, but
absolutely.
I'm capable of doing it to the point where I don't just go, oh, I fucked up, and I don't even know what I did anymore.
No, I understand
Some guys
that.
go like,
Yeah, we're not in goddamn high school anymore.
Yeah,
Nobody gets like, I don't know what happened. I was just fucking this thing.
And inhibitions were down.
Yeah.
And I met this girl, and this like,
Again,
I think getting really drunk brings out the real person. When I got blackout drunk at Knockin' Boots Live, and I'm just like, I love Steimer.
Yeah,
she's so awesome.
you did. That's on tape.
No, but hear me out. Okay, so hear me out here. I'm saying that, like, okay, we always hear, right, about celebrities cheating, athletes cheating, whatnot. That happens all the time. What I'm saying, though, is that it's easy for us to say this because we don't have women throwing themselves at us constantly.
I don't
Maybe you don't.
We don't.
High five.
I'm saying I don't think it's an excuse.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I don't either.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. By the way, I'm not trying to condone cheating.
No, it's not an excuse, but
don't
I get what you're
think-
saying.
You get what I'm saying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not
Take a
saying that you
in front of
should
me,
do
it's just
this.
like this one time,
I'm just
and
saying
it'd
that
be really easy.
I'm just saying that if you walked around every single day of your life and 9s and 10s were just throwing themselves at you, saying, "I want to fuck you, I want to fuck you, I want to fuck you," you more often than not, you probably say no. But there'd be that
Probably
one
got a
time.
Fucking 12 at home, though. That's the thing. Like,
Hey,
whoever's
you show
cheating
me the
on Jessica
hottest girl in the
Alba-
world. I'll show you a guy tired of fucking
All
her.
right. I'm not
Okay.
doing fortune cookies.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that.
Or
I'm
the fucking cookies.
the fucking cookies. I'm just saying though
Right.
that
I'm not good
if
at
you are
puns.
getting if mad hot women are throwing themselves at you constantly, I'm just saying that
To finish
sometimes
this,
it
to put a
happens.
pin in this,
Yeah.
what I'm going to point out is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about with celebrities and athletes in particular
Yes.
is that they're all super young. And
That-
usually the
that
fame
is true,
comes
by the way.
Instantly.
100%
You've
true.
been in college for 2 years.
Yeah.
Now you're on this football team and you're amazing and you're with your high school
And
sweetheart,
everyone
then
loves you,
All of a
and-
sudden,
yes.
you're not prepared for it. We're all a bunch of old people who walk around playing video games.
Fact.
sorry. Carry on, Damon.
Or a fucked.
This is Melvin from Calgary.
Oh, no.
Ooh, Canadian bacon, maple syrup.
I'm already asleep.
Dear Knocking Boots. Every time I go tell a
There was
girl
a
my
moose
name's
outside
Melvin,
my room.
no one has sex with me.
outback of Canada.
She loves when I touch her left boob, but cries on the right. Good night.
I've been eating maple cookies.
Maple cookies are
All right.
We love you and your country. Thank you for your pounds.
I'm
or
sorry.
A deer
whatever
just
your money
ran
is.
by.
He says,
Where's a Mountie?
I have a non-romantic thing I want your advice on.
Okay.
Next year, I'm planning on moving to another city for school with my friend, and
Come to America.
We're going to be roommates.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm 24. She's 20.
Ooh, I like this story.
That's what I'm talking about.
Communal showers tell you
We're-
gotta save water.
We're not dating. Neither of us is interested in the other romantically, as far as I'm aware.
And I'm weird.
I've only really lived with family up until now, so I'm wondering if you guys had any advice for living with someone of the opposite
Wait,
sex.
he's 24. She's 20.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Particularly someone whom I'm not physically intimate with.
I've
I just
done it
want to
before.
know
I've done it, yeah.
I've
if
done
there are
it.
things I should keep in mind.
Don't be gross.
You guys have lived with girls?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
I remember you.
I have.
You?
Yep.
Yes, I have lived with a girl.
That you were not in a relationship with?
Yes.
No.
Thanks for listening to the whole question there.
Well, I was.
The absinthe is
why don't you
fucking
look at
made
your,
up.
you have permission to look at your phone and look up your fucking weird ass.
No.
They broke into somebody's house.
Hey,
They're like,
you-
they had a gun in the camera. And they're like, "Fuck, this
is my shit."
No, the danger.
It's basically just like having a regular roommate that's a dude, but 80% of the problems you guys are gonna have are gonna happen in the bathroom.
Yep.
80%.
Yup.
Yeah.
Everything else is
Hopefully,
just like,
hopefully your place has 2 bathrooms.
yeah. Everything else is like the dishes, the food, the sink, the fridge.
All
Actually,
the normal shit.
I totally.
Everything else is like, oh god, there's a blood demon in the toilet.
I liked living with.
Oh my.
The girl I lived
True.
with.
That's true.
She was cool. I liked it. It was fun.
Oh, I loved it too, but that's the one thing is like that. Then the fact that when
There's a blood demon.
girls wash their hair and they have long hair, they
Yeah.
pull
it's
the hair up and
everywhere.
they stick it on the wall.
That's the
Yes,
thing.
they
That's the
can-
thing.
And then they forget about it and
That's
they
the thing.
leave, and you're like, what the
They stick
fuck?
it on the walls?
Yeah.
It'd be like
Oh,
you
wow, my
like
wife
leaving
doesn't
your
do
like you shaving and leaving all the hair in the sink. Like you
And
don't
some
you don't
guys-
do that.
And some guys do that.
Some guys do, but
So
you
that-
shouldn't.
That's her thing to worry about too. It's like she's gonna live with a guy.
So,
who's gonna
Craig
be
did
like,
that.
I'm gonna
Craig did
shave
that for a
it
while.
there.
I had my own bathroom, and she had her own bathroom, so that wasn't an issue. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never had a platonic female roommate, but I always thought it would work out really well.
Yeah.
Thought
No, yeah, it was
like
great.
better. I thought it
fine.
would be better than having a dude roommate.
I actually liked it better because she was
Is that 'cause
super,
you thought
super
she would
clean.
clean?
Like super clean.
What's that?
Is that because you thought she might be a little bit more
And she's
cleanly?
Just like
Then
just
she's a
like
great-
easy to like get along with. Like
Has everyone here?
It's not cool having roommates. It totally sucks. And I just
Well,
feel
you
like
haven't had a roommate in like a decade.
I know, but it was never cool. Roommates are not cool.
That's not true. That's not true. No, it's not.
Yeah, I have.
You haven't.
Oh, I have.
You're talking about platonic?
Yeah.
Nate has not.
No,
He's
I've not.
confirmed
I've
it.
never-
That's why he's
I've
looking
never-
at revenge porn right now.
Or even just in a relationship too.
Yeah. I'm
He has a
married.
wife.
Well,
I'm
he has a
married.
wife now, so I'd hope
Well, I know
so.
you. I'm asking in general to the table.
Yes.
Okay.
I live with my ex-girlfriend here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damon,
What are you asking me?
Have you ever lived-
with a
I
girlfriend?
did it in Chicago.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So it's like
I
a
didn't
lot
enjoy
of,
it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So like a lot of the
How
same
long-
problems
how long did it
sort of
last?
apply.
A year.
Can we have one conversation?
Yeah. A lot of the same problems sort of apply.
What do you
with the-
bring up, Greg?
Nate does that normal thing where Nate and Ty are great at derailing conversations because the real conversation's happening and then they start an interesting side one. So Brian is leading into a story and then Nate was like, "Oh, tell me more about your thing, Damon." But
Well, I'm interested
Brian
'cause I didn't know that
stop.
he lived with somebody in Chicago. But keep going, Brian. Sorry.
I don't
Well,
know
I
what
was
we're
doing-
talking
yeah, I
about
was
right
doing-
now.
Okay.
This has been derailed, but I don't know what's going on.
Sorry.
Brian,
Anyway.
please continue the main thread.
All I was saying is whether you live with a girlfriend or you live in a platonic relationship, whatever the fuck it is, like all those different angles, you come up with the same results, which is the bathroom, the shaving, the sink,
Yeah.
the toilet.
Yeah.
All that stuff comes down to it. So if you have one
I still have
bathroom-
fights about it. Like
course,
I still,
yeah.
I mean, not fights, but I'm like, your hair's everywhere in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
and,
It's
like, you know,
everywhere. Big
guy-
black hair. Like,
Guys
it's
are
not
gross,
mine.
They go in the bathroom and they pee in like a
Yeah.
circle
Yeah,
all over.
that happens.
Like, it happens. Like you're
Yeah.
drunk and you're.
There's two streams. Neither one is hitting the toilet.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yeah. That happens actually after you fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
You fuck and then you.
Well, you
it
got
sprays
semen
and
all in there.
Okay, now Nate, I want to hear your thread.
hissing.
You were quizzing Damon
Oh
about.
yeah, I didn't know that you lived with somebody in
the
Chicago,
Chicago thing.
for a year. It wasn't good.
She was really messy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Super messy.
and you're kind of messy too, aren't you?
Nope.
Really?
Why'd you think that?
I see you being
What's
a little
wrong
messy.
with you?
Man, it's
I'm
funny
sorry?
to watch.
I see you being a little messy. Just not a lot, but just like.
wow.
Oh, I'm
It's-
sure everybody be so
It's just funny.
offended.
You dug yourself in this hole with the whole like I'm a fucking weird pervert, and now you're just digging deeper. Like, you're never coming back on this show. Ty, bury him. Just push the dirt back on top of him.
Honestly, Damon, there's like literally nothing about your character that has ever struck me as like this guy's a slob.
Thank you.
That's not what
I
I
really
said.
never got that at all.
Yeah,
I said
because
just a little.
I'm not a
messy.
clean freak.
you like cats. People
Yeah.
that like cats are not messy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Cats
I
like
have cats.
disagree. I know some
So
messy
do
cats.
people who own cats.
I know plenty of messy cat people.
But a lot of people, they look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're scruffy and you drink a lot. Your house is probably a disaster." Nope. It's like Greg was there a couple weeks
It's
ago.
really nice.
It's very nice.
But I bet the girl does most of it.
That's not true.
I know you cook a lot.
That's
You're a good
probably
cook.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, all this shit comes into play. So
Can I come over for dinner?
yeah.
Okay.
Can I come over
You're
here?
home.
I'm inviting myself now.
Does
I just-
anybody need a bathroom break?
No.
I'm okay right now.
Well,
but
I
you
do.
went- Okay, let's go.
it's like-
Let's go.
This is Robbie Beer.
Robbie Beer!
Robbie!
Can you guys please say something uplifting and awesome for me? I just got heart stomped.
Oh man,
Oh,
Robbie.
man.
Eventually, you're gonna start calling yourself Rob, and that'll mean you're a grown up. And then you're gonna find the woman of your dreams, and/or man of your dreams.
That was good.
And or man. I like that.
It feels like you're never going to come out of it, but I promise you will, and you'll be better
It'll
for
be
it.
way better,
and
yeah.
it'll be way better, and it's so much better after it's done because you've had the experience of like being as low as you can possibly be.
That's not really what Nate wants to say. What Nate wants
No,
to say is
no.
find all the naked photos you have of her and post them online.
You're in California or New Jersey, do not post photos.
You are a son of a bitch, Damon. That was a
but
nice
really-
thought I was just having for this guy.
You
Really,
deserve it.
I've been through some bad breakups. Like, be selfish as fuck. Do just your own.
Exactly.
shit.
What
Like,
do you want to do right now? That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, like,
congratulations. You don't have to worry about anybody else's bullshit.
And don't look at like, I mean, you wrote it to us. You know, we all have cool jobs and stuff like that. Don't think about that. Think about what we do on the side, which is a show like this. Like, get together with a bunch of friends, do something.
Oh yeah, but
And if this is
be
the-
with your friends by far.
Yeah.
Do
And
not
also-
sit at home alone
I'm gonna
listening to
tell you this
Coldplay.
is the easiest, most logical advice that I've ever given anybody. But, and it sounds so corny, but don't look down, look up. Like
Right.
literally, don't be in your bed staring at the fucking floor because there's nothing on the fucking.
Stare
floor.
at the fucking ceiling.
If this is
Look
the
at,
first,
look up, look at a tree. Be like, wow, how'd that fucking tree grow? Oh, well, it started on the floor and then it grew the fuck up. Don't stare at the floor. Don't look at the ground. Don't look at the rocks and cry and look at, oh, my blanket. Get up, look out. Don't sulk
true.
your own shit. Get the fuck out there.
if this is the first time it's happened to him, then it's as bad as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real. I mean, really, nothing is worse than your first time getting your heart broken.
Absolutely agree. I
What
would
if
agree
you
100%.
like got what
Like
if you found the
getting-
love of your life and got married and
Because
were
at the
together for 10
time-
years, and then she broke your heart. That would
Because
be
at the
worse.
time, nothing is worse than the first time you were in love, really in love, and then got your heart broken. Because that for that, it's like you are at 100% love. I cannot love anything as much as I love this person right now, and then they break your heart. And you're 18 years
David,
old.
minus the getting married part, your example was my first heartbreak. Like, I dated a girl for 9 years.
But it was the first time.
It was the first time. But it was like, when that ended, I was like, a decade of my life is lost. And I was like, I'll never bounce back. And now I'm engaged with
Yeah,
somebody I
that's the
love.
thing. You will
And it
absolutely
worked
bounce
out.
back.
It worked out for the best.
100% bounce back.
Yeah.
Here, the way I always picture this is that this is, again, hard to explain to somebody because they're not in that situation. They're not in that mindset that you are in. But just know that the amount of love and care and appreciation you have for somebody, you want that back. You want the same exact thing back from that individual that you're giving to. So just know, like, there's no point in being with somebody that can't reciprocate how you feel.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to be with somebody that doesn't love you? Nobody, okay? So just know that. Know that there is somebody out there for you that will reciprocate that kind of affection, that kind of love.
Yeah. Anybody who's actively fucking you over and hurting you is not somebody you want to be there.
There you go.
Period.
This is Jason.
Jason?
It's
Jason!
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 I know you guys
Beyond the
enjoy.
Souls out next week.
I know you guys enjoy backstory, so here
Here we
goes.
go. Thanks, Jason, for listening and for your money.
Good plug.
I'm
good
a
plug.
21-year-old college student finishing my last year. Last May, I went to an end-of-semester party and got pretty trashed.
That's what's up.
We call it Panda.
That's what's up.
I vaguely remember this girl I hadn't met before taking care of me that night, and we chatted up for a bit.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I didn't get her number at the time.
That's a shame.
Fast forward 3 months to the beginning of this semester.
Yeah.
And I ran into her at another party.
Nice.
After
She's stalking you.
an awkward "Do I know you" exchange, we finally remembered who each other was.
I held your hair while you vomited.
She took care of him, so he's got the long hair? Is that what's happening? Okay.
I did get her number this time.
Good for you.
A couple weeks ago, she invited me over to her place for a small get-together.
Yes.
They got together.
Turned out it was super small, me and her.
Early on in the night,
Think
her
about
and
his
I
dick
made
was really
plans for me to take her out to dinner
Right. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
that week. We both agreed on a time. Over the next few days, however, I didn't hear from her. She didn't respond to my texts or calls,
bad sign.
and we never went out that night. Now, just last week, she texted me out of the blue as if nothing had happened. She asked me to come visit her at work, and I did. There again, we made plans to go check out this citywide art show we currently have going on. But she bailed again, and she answered this time saying, "Jason, I just have a ton of shit going on right now, so it's hard for me to make time for stuff.
Okay.
I'm sorry." Yet the very next day, she invited me to another party.
Fuck off.
How should I interpret this? When we're together, she seems interested, but when we're not, it almost feels like she's a complete communication breakdown.
Out of sight, out of mind. Doesn't want to, yeah.
This girl sounds like a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Jason, you can do better, even though you're a drunken asshole, but it'll be fine.
But so
Drunken
she, apparently,
asshole.
she only needs you in times of like loneliness and need.
Yeah. She's not really.
Yep, you are better off finding someone that does have
Yeah.
the time for
Yeah.
you. If that's what you want, by far.
He's
yes.
graduating now, right?
Yeah.
You're going off
Maybe have sex there once.
into the.
It can't
if
happen.
she'll let him.
And then
I mean, yeah. It could
post it
happen.
on the
She's all
internet.
into it. They're together.
for Nate.
For Nate.
I mean, like basic fundamental.
I
shit.
hate all of you, by the way. I should have never told you, any
should
of this.
have. You're right.
I shared too much,
We're all
apparently.
into some dark sexual shit, but you don't just fucking bring it out and then act like, what? We don't all like fucking killing a chicken.
I thought it was
and
just
sexing
us
on it?
guys sitting
I
there
love that.
talking.
Like
No, Anthony, this is what happens.
Yeah.
Real talk. My parents gave birth to me, and if they called me and said, "Hey, let's do dinner tonight," and then I didn't hear from them the entire night, I would be mad for like a full week. So for some total stranger to
This
fuck
doesn't
me
seem
like that-
applicable.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's retarded to sit there and go like, "She's gonna
Yeah.
call me. I'll
She's
give her
gonna
a
call me and
second
text
chance.
me."
She's gonna fuck me over." Like your friends don't do that to you. People you care about.
I mean,
Yeah, you're an adult at that
Don't let
point.
total
Like,
strangers do
if you make plans,
Totally
you have plans.
applicable,
They
bitch.
can't. Right,
I
you're
got
right.
stood
You're
up
right.
once in
You're
college
right.
by a girl that I had a crush on, and when that didn't work out, I was like, okay.
yeah, done.
Moving on.
Yeah,
done.
that's
Because
it.
if she really liked you, she'd make the time for you.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
it. Plain and
Everybody
simple.
has time. There's a lot of time
And
in the day.
listen,
Time.
and if she had,
Song.
a really good
Who
excuse.
does that
come
song?
again.
Who does that song?
I mean, granted, like, I mean,
no,
who
And
knows?
it
Is
slows
it the
down. It's
Who?
like time to.
Tar.
Yeah, who does that song?
That's not the song I'm thinking of.
Brian knows.
I do.
You guys like music.
It's like a
really weird
It's like
end to a
from the
song.
'60s when people were doing lots of acid.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like the Hootie and the Blowfish song.
I would totally do acid.
Like no other.
I like
song,
Hootie a lot. What are you doing? Which one?
No other song.
Doesn't he have like a song like
Doing acid.
Where we're coming
punish me?
I'm glad no one will hear that, Damon.
Think about tomorrow and all my
That's Stone Temple Pilots.
No.
pain and sorrow.
You sound like Stone Temple Pilots.
That's how Hootie sounds. I can't help
That's
it.
Hootie.
I do a great thing in the world.
yeah, it is Hootie.
There she's come and go.
You sound so good.
Darius Rucker's new album.
Darius Rucker's the shit, by the way. You know that
He's not the shit.
No, no, no.
He's
awesome. funny. He's
Don't
awesome.
be like this, Damon.
He's
Don't
awesome.
Be like this.
What are you talking about?
Okay,
you know who he is? He's the
damn it.
guy that on The Bachelorette, the show The Bachelorette, when they go to dinner and they're like, "Oh, and we have a surprise musical."
And it's Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker playing on The
You know what?
Bachelorette.
So let me tell you why I think he's awesome. I think he's awesome because he was discovered while singing in the shower. And I think that's actually pretty funny. Is this a song?
This is Darius Rucker. I
Great.
bought his album.
Now we like
Just now?
Now we're gonna get pulled down.
We have 30 seconds of. Oh, does iTunes check off that?
I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna get to where
we
he
cannot
sings.
legally play this song on the show.
Well, not the whole song.
Because he's a country singer now, right?
Yeah,
No, I think you get like
Yeah.
3 seconds. I think it's 3 seconds.
All right, get it out of here.
That's country
good.
music.
Yeah, I
Dude,
know.
that sounds
Get
badass.
that shit out of here.
No.
Neat. I just like fucking watching goddamn strangers have their private country music. That's where I draw the line. Fuck off,
I
you
like
hypocrite.
how
pervert.
Nate has a southern accent in
I love that. He sounds like some old lady.
That's my
What in
Florida
the
accent.
world? Give me some more accent. I mean, ice.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't
Great.
buried your career enough tonight. Go ahead, keep drinking.
Bunch of babies.
How many
sorry.
fucking corpses
Hey, Damon,
have you had sex
where were
with,
we?
too?
We're on a new email now.
Okay, good. New email. New email. New email.
That's fine.
Just one.
I'm amazed. I'm always amazed that people love to hear us just.
Why is he hanging out with your best friends? We love it.
No, it's amazing. I love it because nothing pleases me more than being here with you guys,
It's nice to have you back.
except like if you know.
Blowjob.
Can we
Yeah.
just talk about how great it is to have finally cut the dead weight that was Chef Money?
Oh, no. I love Anthony.
I know, me too.
I
I
love
miss
Anthony.
He's
the
my
best.
friend.
What do you think Anthony's doing right now?
I hope he's
Crying.
Drinking ciders.
Dun, dun, dun. Anthony started drinking, everybody.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like? Should we be worried?
No.
Should we call
It's
him?
not
Let's call him.
heavily.
Okay.
Try calling him. Try that. Our
Or
next
call.
email is from an anonymous listener.
I love anonymous.
This is a good one. If we get interrupted by Anthony, it's fine.
That's fine, okay.
He says, I have a slight conundrum.
Let's hear it.
I'm a guy who likes larger ladies.
Good for you.
Cheer!
Fat girls need loving too.
But I've been ashamed to tell anyone. Okay, well, let's see if Anthony.
We'll see if
Oh,
Anthony.
you're mid-read.
Yeah, that was good.
He said to call. He said to fucking call.
Hey,
He said-
shh.
Oh, if you're a bunch of bitches.
Darius Drucker, calm down. Just play it.
Rucker.
Hey. Are you out at a bar right
Sounds like
now?
he's having
You
a good-
hypocrite. You fucking wouldn't drink with me, but you'll drink a lot with Jared, huh? Oh, he's got a beard. He's cool.
No, I'm not with Jared. Jared's in LA.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just drinking without Jared now.
Maybe Anthony wants to say hi to all the Knockin'
Anthony,
Boots
you're on
listeners.
Super Naga Boots.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Anthony.
Anthony, we all miss you a lot, and we wish you're here because you're not as crazy and a terrible person as Nate is.
I wish I could.
Dude, you gotta listen. You gotta buy this episode. Don't just listen to it. Buy this episode, and man, Nate is just fucked up.
I will buy this episode because if people who are listening don't realize it, Super Knockin Boots is an extreme value at $2 for 2 hours. of
Ask
entertainment.
a good
Anthony
pitch.
if it's
That's a good
okay.
pitch.
Okay.
No, come on!
So Anthony, here's what I want to know.
Yeah, if it's okay.
So we're gonna ask you a Super Knockin' Boots
Revenge porn.
question from
Of
hip.
course he's gonna say
It's
no.
From
He's
Hip
a
Hop
good
Anonymous.
guy.
Question from Hip Hop Anonymous. Is it okay to watch on the internet sex tapes that were filmed without the party's consent? Two people who are having sex.
You're even getting to it. It's just revenge porn.
Can't hear you.
Are you okay with revenge porn?
Oh, revenge porn. No, I think it's kind of gross.
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Turns out if you remember the Aryan race over here and you fucking lift
Keep that
weights.
shit private or delete it.
Yes.
Right, that's the answer
Keep it
here.
private or delete
Keep it
it.
private or delete it. Don't fucking send that shit. You are stupid as hell if you send it, because I'm gonna look at it. Because I'm gonna look at it.
Thank you, Anthony. We
Thank
love
you,
Anthony.
Anthony. We love you. We'll talk to you later.
Love you guys.
I'm gonna look at it. And I'm gonna like it.
Oh,
Bye, Anthony.
All right. I love
That's
Anthony.
what I said to Damien.
He's a good kid.
By the way, okay, no shit, you shouldn't upload it. The whole point
You
of revenge
shouldn't
porn
send it.
is that the
I'm
boyfriend
not
is
talking about
uploading
uploading.
it, or
I'm not talking
girlfriend,
about uploading.
whatever.
I'm talking about sending it. Period. Like those things should not
whatever.
be sent. Like the whole Snapchat. Oh, they can see it for 7 seconds
Don't
and
give
then it's
advice if
gone.
you're gonna jerk off to the result.
No, the whole Snapchat thing is like, oh, it just disappears.
This is like
It
a meth
doesn't
addict being like, you
disappear.
shouldn't sell meth, but I'll
Meanwhile-
consume all the meth.
Oh, give me the meth. You can't do that.
Okay.
You
Next.
shouldn't send it.
All right, this anonymous listener. What? We can go to the iPhone.
Okay.
He says, "I'm a guy who likes larger ladies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. That's right. That's right.
But I've been ashamed to tell anyone. I've also been with my girlfriend for over 5 years, but she does not fit my preference for women.
Oh, that's
Now,
not
she
good.
does not know about my preference. My problem is that since she isn't proportionately what I desire, I find myself seeking solo activities to fill the void.
Masturbation.
I feel this side business ultimately affects our knocking boots. My question is, what do you think? Do you think I will ultimately be happy with someone who doesn't fit my sexual preference, or should I keep on letting those urges out in privacy?
Man.
It seems like you won't be happy. Like
Yeah,
you
I
just said
agree.
all the things that your girlfriend doesn't meet the criteria. You are finding things elsewhere. You're not having as much sex
So-
as you want or she wants or whatever it wants to be. That's a problem.
This is one of those emails where the guy basically answers his own question.
Yep.
None of us can help what we're attracted to.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You're attracted to blondes,
Even Nate.
redheads, whatever. That's your chemistry.
Yeah, you
I know.
Nate is a different thing.
you like
terrible.
what you like.
You like bigger
Point.
girls,
Whatever
you like
gets you,
bigger
yeah.
girls,
Yeah.
and that's what you got to go find.
And obviously, if you rather jerk off than have sex with your girlfriend, then
big
there's
problem.
a problem.
Yeah, that's never do that.
And how did you convince this girl that you're attracted to her if you're not really attracted
It's
to
not.
her?
He convinced himself that he was attracted to her years ago.
You can be attracted to somebody, but they're not
guess.
your type. But then after a while, you're like, all right, well.
There you
It
go.
took him 5 years
Done.
to realize he likes fatties. Which means he has two choices. Either he leaves her to fuck fat girls, which sucks for her so hard. So hard.
So why'd
It's
your boyfriend leave
left
you?
me for what? Or
That whale over there.
feeding her and feeding her and feeding her until she's big enough to fuck. That's the two options.
Oh,
That is-
there you go.
That is something to consider.
That's a good
It
thought.
would not be strange for her to get
Cheesecakes,
bigger over time.
ribeye
Yeah,
steaks.
and then what's she
Yeah.
gonna, she's gonna go. She's gonna turn to you. I got so fat, honey. Do
Like,
I look
you
fat?
look
No, you look
amazing.
great. Keep
You look
going.
fucking gorgeous.
That is
genius. Here's a
I'm going
fucking.
Brian's got it.
tonight.
Here's a Big
Altano's
Mac.
got it.
You know what though? He might be in the best situation because because obviously, let's face it, when we get older, we tend to get bigger. It's the way it is.
Yeah. Well,
For the
especially
most
when you
part.
get into a committed relationship, you're just like,
Yeah,
okay,
Not
this-
Ty.
What are you talking
Ty's
about?
getting bigger in the chest. Look at those fucking guns. He's tan too.
Yeah, he's getting bigger in the good way.
I don't know if he's tan.
He's tan.
My
Nate-
arms
I
are
mean, he's
small.
definitely tanner than me. Let's be serious. I live in.
Nathaniel.
Yes.
How's the absinthe that was sent to us by our friend?
I love it.
Why?
I think it's great. I love absinthe.
Let me
I-
try some.
It's just absinthe and rocks is what I'm drinking. If you're wondering, but it's great. It's
Oh my god.
yeah. It's my second
No,
one.
I can't even do it.
Come on,
It
have a
smells
sip.
like black
Have a sip.
licorice.
It
I don't
is.
want
It is black
Yeah,
licorice.
it's like
No,
vinegar.
no,
It tastes
thank
like
Greg, you got to. Our friend sent it to us. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
you
on.
why do you
I'll
do
give you
this
some.
to me?
I just want Greg to have some.
Oh man, that's
Oh.
hard.
No.
No, I don't like the taste. If you remember a few knocking boots ago, Fernet was ruined for me forever.
Oh,
so
I hate
why
Fernet
not?
Can
now.
we get back to this guy's question?
I can't- I
I
wanna-
think it's
oh.
like this is really fascinating stuff. It's like
Yeah,
one of
it's
the more
what it is.
fascinating emails we've ever got.
Do you like it or no?
more fascinating than the
ice.
living sex doll.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that was sort of like a human anomaly that's dealing with it.
I heard
This is-
living sex cell. Is that what you?
Doll.
Yep. Were you not here when we talked about this?
No. This is the first one I've done in.
No, you were here.
Oh, what?
It was like
Girl
10
with-
minutes ago.
Oh,
Black hole pussy.
oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, my dick hits a wall sometimes. Isn't that the end of the vagina?
No.
Anyways, I don't want to have sex with
Anyway,
my wife.
Brian,
it's always
fucking
like-
video against someone's will.
It's always some New Jersey guy.
So I think it's like
I got two accents.
It's totally fascinating to me that this guy, who is who we don't know what he looks like, but he's been having sex with a girl who's presumably in some sort of good shape for the last 5 years. And he sort of has the upper hand right now, where he can just kind of be like, I'm done fucking this girl that cries, and I can go fuck some thicker girl. And he didn't say fat, right? It could just be
Yeah, just
Bigger.
a little thicker.
Likes bigger girls.
It's like that girl from the picture before. No, she's not fat, but she's got
she's not,
thicker
yeah.
arms,
Curvy.
and some
And,
great features.
So
So
he
he's kind of in a win-win right now. Like either he can keep fucking what he's fucking, and that's fine, and jerk off on the side, which is a sad way to live. But at least you get sex, and you're thinking about something else, I
maybe.
guess.
He should
Or-
stop jerking off on the side.
Who doesn't jerk off on the side? You don't jerk off on the side.
Well,
We know
he's-
you jerk off on the side.
He
Yeah,
says
let's
it's
jerk off on the
affecting
side.
their relationship. So if
Sure.
he's got nothing, if he has no like will to fuck this girl, that's the problem.
I mean, there's something to be said about
I'm
why.
not saying I don't jerk off on the side. I'm just
Jerk
saying.
off on the side. Come on.
I'm not, but I've never been
everybody
around,
jerks
like
off on the
jerking
side.
off so much that like my girlfriend's like, "You want to fuck?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
I don't know.
about
It's
it.
like
Shut the door.
Well, I don't jerk off to girls that look like my fiance, but I don't also jerk off to girls specifically that look differently than.
No, yeah.
It's not just like it's gonna be a 3 foot tall Asian midget.
Wow.
Because that would be the polar
Yeah,
opposite.
that is the opposite.
That's the opposite.
I
of my-
enjoy
of
that
my
he's like a
fiance.
3 foot tall
100%
Asian
polar
midget
opposite.
instead of what, a 6 foot tall Asian midget.
I know.
You lying,
The 3
man.
foot. The 3 foot had to be said.
So yeah, this guy's got to win.
You're just a tall Asian.
But like I said before, it's gonna suck when he leaves this girl and she's like, "Who you leaving me for?" And he's gonna be like, "This fat chick, this big old."
Yeah.
like, that's,
I just feel like you should never.
it sucks for her no matter what.
You should never settle for anything less
That's
than
true.
what you
That's the
truly
point of
want.
this.
So, it just sounds like you need to find what you want.
See, it's just
Yeah.
a weird relationship because it's not one of those like both parties need to try to make this work because there's nothing this girl can do besides eat until she's fat.
I mean, I guess you could tell her, "I wish you were fatter,"
I guess.
and then like
That's
she'll
a
eat,
weird thing to
That's
say.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
like that's so much
right?
work for her. To
Like,
do.
honey,
No-
listen, I kind
No
of want
person
you.
wants to hear like, "I wish you were something else."
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
It's true.
True.
a
Even
good way to put
even
it,
people
too.
that are assholes don't want to hear that.
All right, here, let's move on. This is
Okay.
another anonymous listener because he says
Hip hop anonymous.
the ex I mentioned in this email occasionally listens to this show.
Oh, on your fucking goddamn tippy toes, every ex who listens to this show, it could be you.
These are great emails. Like, these are awesome.
This is the last one we've got. You got anything? Okay.
He says a couple of months ago, my girlfriend broke up with me.
Oh, what's
All right,
We had been
You
we're
bitch.
playing Guess Who. We knocked it down now.
We'd been together for 2 years.
Oh, and more details.
It sucked, but I decided I would move on and let her get on with her studies, which was the main reason she decided for ending things.
Is there another option besides?
Wait, she what now?
She could get on with her studies. Apparently,
So
they're in
he
school.
ended it.
No, she did.
Oh, she ended
She
it.
had school to do.
Got it. Okay.
So just for context, we're both 22 and go to different universities in England.
London.
Yeah. Before you go crazy at me, it's currently day 2 of Freshers Week, and it's my first Freshers as a single man.
What does that mean?
Much pandas being had, and I got kissy with a psychology major on the first night.
So now your ex-girlfriend knows about it.
We exchanged numbers.
Wait, did he just like say this to brag so he could piss her off?
I'm not planning on pursuing it. All in all, I'm feeling pretty good about life. But now becomes the problem. She called me and asked what was up. We talked, and she kind of pulled it out of me. Now she thinks I cheated on her because she assumed we'd get back together.
Okay,
She's
wait, so she
kinda
listens to this
fucking
show?
crazy.
I was gonna say, heads up, if you think this is you, this is you.
Yeah.
If you think this is your situation, this is your, no one else.
Yeah, I
Freshers
know.
Week to whatever it was they broke up.
This
What
is you.
What is Freshers Week?
Freshman
Greg,
Week.
It's like when all the fresh
But
meat.
they're 22.
Oh, that's a great sports pub. I love their popcorn, shrimp, and crab
By the way,
legs.
listen to all the ladies that listen to this show. If you break up with your boyfriend, you break up with him, and then in the back of your mind you're like, "We'll get back together one day," and then your fucking ex-boyfriend hooks up with somebody else, you have no fucking right to get angry.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Ever.
That's so stupid.
Whatsoever. And you are a bad person.
Yeah. Well,
At some point, I want to
So-
so,
So I
Tyler's
wanna
eyes when he's
say,
into it.
What's
thank
that
you
now?
thank you for both downloads.
Yeah.
Were you just talking about when Ty's into it? I was noticing that.
I
too.
get mad.
From now
He
on,
gets a face.
We
He
gotta
gets a
figure.
look
Out,
on
we
his
gotta
face.
figure out at some point
a furrowed
to
face.
film your eyes.
He's like looking.
Yeah.
He's like
It's like
furrowed.
peeking
It's
into
like
the microphone where you were like looking into the soul of the ex-girlfriend.
it's like
I'm looking right at her. No, because I've been through a similar situation that he's been in. So So when I moved to San Francisco for YGN.
is this the same girl?
I'm in Austin. No, different girl.
Okay.
So I'm in Austin. I was dating a girl for about 2 years. She broke up with me. Granted, we had
like originally.
what?
Yeah, for IGN. I'm sorry.
yeah.
So years ago.
Yes. Okay. So here's the deal. I was dating a girl for about 2 years.
playing with that.
We had problems, absolutely, like normal couples do, but we had some serious issues we had to work out. Regardless, she broke up with me, and I was like, whatever, fine. Now, after about a month, I was like, I really missed her and whatnot, but I finally got over it, and I was like, I'm going to take this job in San Francisco because it's an awesome gig. I like games, I like IGN, and I knew deep down in my heart, Greg, I was going to meet you, and Daemon, and Brian, and Nate. Anyway, regardless.
And then leave us.
And then leave you.
And then come back.
And then come back. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm a traitor. Anyway, so before I left, though, I never told her I was leaving, but
That's all vodka.
her best friend found out that I was leaving and told her. And then she contacted me, was like, I can't believe you're leaving. Why are you doing this? I always thought of you as the guy down the road that like we would get back together one day.
Yeah.
You know?
Why didn't you just stay with me, you crazy bitch?
I didn't even say that. I was like, listen, like, I'm not your fucking backup plan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry that things did not work out, but this is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out. I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Good man.
And
IGN was a great opportunity.
no, it
I'm
was, and I
priority
have
one.
no fucking regrets.
It was a great
whatsoever.
opportunity. It is a great opportunity.
Yeah, so I laugh at people, man or woman, if you sit there and linger on and think, oh, one day we could get back together. One day it might happen. But I'm gonna go out and see what else is out there.
Yeah. Play the field.
Yeah. The thing is that like don't even live your both her and him. She shouldn't be like thinking, oh, he's my backup plan, and he shouldn't be waiting for her as well. So like live your fucking life. Go do something. You know, go find somebody new. You know, have a good life. It didn't work out. You're so young. Who the fuck cares? 10 years from now, it won't matter.
And now you're on OK
not even
Cupid.
10 years.
Now, cute girls.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, not even.
Yeah.
Bravo. That was a good story.
Thank you.
Cheers, sir.
They like
All right,
each
we're
other.
moving on to iPhone emails.
iPhone emails. Remember, send
Yep.
your iPhone emails.
There was an iPhone email that
to
you had
knock-
before
Thanks,
that had a
Nate.
picture in it.
Yeah.
Was it,
we're
We're
gonna
gonna get to
matter.
that. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're going to say an email address. It's about 1,000
Knockin'
words
Booth
long.
Podcast
How many
at
characters are in there?
gmail.com.
Will it fit in a Twitter post? I don't think
don't
so.
do that.
Say it one more time without interruptions.
Knocking Boots Podcast at gmail.com.
Is where you can reach us.
That's knocking with a G.
Knocking, not knocking.
just like
knocking.
this.
Another bad choice we made, drunk.
Well,
Just like this anonymous listener
Anonymous.
did,
Bad choice.
who says brap brap. First off, love the show.
You do it really poorly.
That's the joke.
The facts.
Oh, okay.
The facts.
Are the facts.
From Germany, age 18,
The
Roll it
Germans.
male, girlfriend 17, together for 8 months.
Okay.
I graduated gymnasium this year.
What?
All right.
Now, before I go to college in 1 year, a friend and I are going to travel to South America for 3 months.
South America.
The question is whether
Japan.
No, I just think if you're like
USSR. China.
I think you're Uncharted. You're Uncharted in 5 minutes video is always
South
my
America
favorite.
was
South America.
Thank you.
Brazil.
The question is whether or not to break up with my girlfriend before I go.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
We just heard yup and nope at the
yes.
same time.
No. You break up with her before you go to South America.
He says,
what?
I really don't want to break up with her because our relationship goes well.
Then why the fuck are you asking this question?
Which-
oh, yeah, because you want to fuck other people.
But I want to enjoy South America as much as possible.
So there you go. Break up with her.
Greg, this guy is 18 years old. It's not going to work out with his girlfriend.
Nope.
No.
So
It's
break
not.
up with her.
Break up with her.
If you would come back and be disappointed and heartbroken that she was with somebody else after the trip, then you should
You'd be
not break up with
pissed
her.
too.
Yes,
You'd be
yes.
so fucking
That's
mad.
advice you've given all night.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. I try.
That wasn't a slight on your character. That was actually
No, it was good.
like you can go to South America for 3 months and probably just eat the chicken sticks. And
Yeah, eat
on
the chicken sticks.
the
that what they eat there?
Locust tours. I don't know what you do. there.
locust tours.
You can see the rivers.
Well, that's another thing. Like,
the AIDS.
rivers.
Get the AIDS.
I don't know.
Look at that fucking river.
I don't know. He just graduated gymnasium.
Moving along.
He goes to gym school. I don't even know what that means.
Water.
that's the other thing. Like, I don't even know like what his opportunities are going to be in
I know.
like.
It sounds like he's looking for justification. He's like, I really kind of want to meet
He's
other
traveling.
chicks.
If
Exactly.
he's trying to fuck all over the world,
South
then yeah,
America
break
is
up
a
with your
really
girl.
big place. Like,
Can you
where is he
imagine-
going there?
Yeah.
Is he going to
Nate.
Brazil?
I'm gonna because Nate wanted.
Brazil.
You're 18 years old. You're going to South
not,
America.
but yes, okay.
Yeah. Let's just picture it in your
Sure,
mind.
sure.
You're 18 years old. Okay. You're young, youthful,
has
vibrant,
his eyes
good-looking,
closed.
happy, and you have a girlfriend. Things are going okay. They're fine. But you're gonna go to South America with your best buds
When you're
for
18.
3 months.
Come on, buddy.
When you're 18.
Yeah.
And you're out there and you meet all these beautiful Amazonian, beautiful bombshells,
I like how
right?
Ty immediately just starts fabricating the story.
Yeah, like just Brazilian beauties. Like I'm talking like Adriana Lima looking girls. Okay, like they're
don't know
all
who that
over the
is.
They got
place.
perfect pussies. And
I mean,
amazing
the
titties.
girl from fucking Ipanema just comes to you and says, "I want to fuck you," but you're like, "I have a girlfriend. I can't do this. I'm sorry." And then you get back 3 months later and you see your girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh, by the way, listen, I kind of went on a fucking rampage while you were gone and fucked
Nate
like
would be like,
half the
"Did you
people you
film
know."
Did he leak any photos online and
No.
jack off, dude?
But you'd be mad, right? You'd be like, "I just turned down so much pussy when I was in South America,
Yep.
and I came back and my girlfriend had dumped me."
Yep, you dead right.
You'd be upset.
Yeah, but man,
I love-
that's a weird
Are
thing
you
to
trying
bet on.
to this man? Is he trying to fuck all over the world, or is he trying to go on vacation? There's two different things.
He's trying to fuck all over the world. That's why he's asking the question.
Yeah.
All right, well, then leave
You
it
want
where we are.
you want your options open.
Yeah,
Clearly,
if that's
you
your
wouldn't ask
goal,
the question.
but you gotta weigh. You gotta do the,
Yeah,
is me fucking around the world worth the heartbreak of coming
Exactly.
back and it not being,
Damon and I travel all the time, and right before we leave, we don't go, should we break up with our girlfriends?
You're also in your
Well,
30s.
someone-
You're not 18,
30s.
Sure.
Okay. What if we were all 18 years old
Well,
and we all just had girlfriends
That'd be terrible. I
and we weren't even sure about them, right?
Yeah, I don't want to go back to being 18.
was gonna say, would you want to go back to being 18, right? No.
No.
Well, I mean,
Have no
knowing what I
money.
know now, absolutely.
You wouldn't have any money. You wouldn't be able to do anything you wanted to do.
I'm the best version of myself today.
There you
Yeah,
go, Damon.
no, I'm
There
right
you
there
go.
with you, man. Like
Yeah.
my nightmare is those like father-son swap movies where like my kids are in high school and I'm my age now and I gotta be like, oh, I don't understand math.
Yeah.
And he's fucking my wife, like, and it's so easy and his job.
Oh, that
Your
never
kid
happens.
is fucking-
That never happens.
No, I don't know what happens to those movies. I never actually watched any of them. But that's the worst. Like I'm being like in my early 30s is the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
It actually is pretty great.
I fucking
Yeah,
love
I-
it so much.
That's
Really,
interesting.
like-
I never thought about in those movies the fact that the mom's always dead or they're divorced or something, so
Yeah.
they don't have to fuck their own mom.
See, I wrote you a new one.
Yeah.
Right there.
We should. I won't write the other movie though, where they're still together. The
Yeah.
wife's like, "I want to fuck," and she's all naked. And he's like, "Oh, you're my mom, but I have to keep the charade up, or Dad
right,
will
yeah,
blow the Johnson deal."
They always write that out of it.
Blow the
Yeah.
Johnson deal. That was a good sexual innuendo there, unintended. Or dad'll blow the Johnson deal.
Do we have any more mails?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
my God.
Our current anonymous listener has a bonus question.
Bonus question.
Could you see yourself being in a relationship with someone who cheated on you?
No.
Can everybody tell that Damon's getting a little drunk?
I couldn't
I
until
am.
right then.
I am.
I know.
He's
It's his reading. It's okay.
Also-
it's adorable.
Also have to pee again. So is that.
The answer is no.
No.
Yeah,
So
no,
I've
couldn't.
I've broken up with girls where we split and each one of us has gone on to do our own thing and then come back, and that's not really cheating.
No.
But you never kind of come back from that and everything's okay.
Yeah.
At least for me. I mean, I know people who are happily
good.
married who are like, we broke up, fucked other people, and came back.
I don't look at that as cheating, though.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
But it's just sort of, that's my closest equation to that. Like,
Okay.
I've never dated anybody who's like, hey, I fucked your friend, or I fucked some guy at a bar.
You're like, no big deal.
You want to go to dinner? No, don't do that. That's horrible.
It's a good equation.
Do you guys mind if we take one more break before we
No, I love
push
breaks.
to the end?
That's fine.
Break time. Can we still do this?
I hope so.
Yes, when we're 80, we're still going to be recording the Super Knockin' Boots podcast.
I hope so. That'd be great. Can you imagine?
There won't be an internet anymore. Everything will have imploded by then, and we'll just
Skynet?
be sitting around a campfire telling stories to people.
Last of Us. You have such a negative view.
I live with Colin now.
He is very negative.
Every one of the conversations with Colin about a government ends up with, we're all fucked in 5 years. It's like, no.
Why?
He's been saying that for the last 5 years. So.
At least he's training for it, though.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, training for it. His body's in
We're
fine
rolling, right?
shape.
Are we rolling?
Yes, we're
Okay,
rolling.
cool. Got it.
Heads up, nobody's drinking these beers with me. That's kind of depressing.
Yeah, I'm just drinking fucking absinthe over here. You got little green men all around you.
Man,
You don't have to do that.
did you hear that attitude? That was like drunk absinthe attitude. He's like, I got the fucking absinthe in my hair.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
We're all doing really well.
This is Rosa.
Hello,
Rosa
Rosa.
Parks?
Nope,
I'm sorry about the bus stuff, man.
it's Rosa.
You went,
Jesus.
you went there.
It's not the
She
funniest, it's not the
says-
funniest joke in the world.
She says,
I thought it was good.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't
Push
that
that
good.
push. Everybody
It
move
wasn't
back
that
Fucked
to
up.
the
It
bus.
wasn't, it
How's
wasn't
it
like,
fucked up? It's true. If I met
don't
Rosa
think-
Parks, I would say that. Sorry about the
Because you
bus stuff.
called
If
Rosa
you were Rosa
Parks'
Parks, you would say
problems
that.
Bus stuff, which sounds like butt stuff.
All right. Now it's funny. Now
This is
it's
how
funny.
planning up at noon works. I gave Brian the basic
You know what would be
materials.
funnier than butt stuff? Butt stuff. Oh, you're right.
Ship it.
All right, David.
Rosa says, before I begin,
Was that recording? Oh my god.
I'd just like to say that your show has helped me immeasurably
Really?
since I started listening to it a few years ago. I was always a very shy girl throughout my teenage years, and listening to the show helped me to gain the confidence to be more outgoing. Keep up the good work and don't stop knocking those boots.
That's awesome.
Don't
What a-
stop knocking the boots.
What a legitimate.
I don't-
That was it. That was just it.
ever-
What a touching.
No, she has like a
questions.
lot. She has
Oh,
a
okay.
lot to go.
I don't ever want to stop
God,
knocking
okay.
boots. Could you imagine a life without
This is-
knocking boots?
This is a really long one.
Ugh.
We all had to live that dark year. I caught cancer during it, and I blame the lack of this show.
Did you not fuck when you had cancer?
No, he's talking about the show. The show
show.
knocking boots, not the
Oh.
act knocking
yeah,
boots.
not boot knocking was super limited during
Yeah,
sex.
I bet. I imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine. Yeah.
I was
Probably
in a
so
no
tired.
Mood.
Yeah,
no,
no,
mood.
no.
Horrible.
I hated everything.
Were you
Hated
even,
Yeah.
like,
Did you
I mean,
physically like get? The
It's
thing?
okay if this is too.
Yeah, yeah,
Nope,
yeah.
But like,
So-
you weren't masturbating or?
No, oh god, no. Yeah, it'd be like one of those rare occasions where I get an erection, and be like, oh, that's cool, and then it'd be like, oh, well, I got chemo tomorrow. That's usually how it went. Is that I did chemo every 2 weeks, so for sure the first full week afterwards,
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
I'm destroyed everywhere.
Yeah.
just in terms of it, and then by the time you get around to it, like I squeezed in a session because it was more one of those things of like, we should do this. Like I don't feel like garbage,
Yeah.
but like for the majority of it, no.
I'm sorry I brought that up. I don't know. If that's
I wasn't. Nothing's. When was the last time anything was off?
I like.
No,
it. I like. I like that we can talk about it.
That's why I love you, Greg.
I do.
That's like incredibly fascinating.
I love you more than Brian.
Yeah, it was funny. Like
Not even close.
before, the first chemo, like we had like a nice dinner and had made love that night because I make love. And then,
Yeah.
but it was one of those things. Even doing it, you were just
My
like,
goodness.
it was like, oh, I think we're making a bigger deal out of this. And then they're like, nope. That was the appropriate measure for like how bad
We
the
gon'
next
make
6 months were gonna be. Like, yeah.
High five. You
High
made it.
five.
High five.
We made some good contact on that. It was kind of
So Rosa
see what we
Rosa has more
Elbow.
questions.
Again.
elbow.
So Rosa says.
It worked. I wasn't doing the elbow. You might.
I did.
Okay.
So Rosa says,
Sorry.
"My name is Rosa.
Hello.
I'm a 20-year-old girl studying at university in London.
London.
I like how they call it. I like how they call it university. I think that's cool.
At the start of the year,
University of London.
at the start of the year,
from London.
I'm with you.
Get it out.
It's these two hooligans.
at the start of the year,
Gotcha.
I began dating a beautiful girl,
Oh.
21 years old, named Mina.
Mina and Rosa.
For the first several months, I had never been so happy. She's romantic and sensitive, but also incredibly good in bed. The two of us are bisexual, and together have been exploring our sexuality, not only with one another, but on a few occasions with a third party.
Please tell me it's a guy.
Balristad.
Please tell me it's a guy.
Each time we have done this, she has always been the one to decide who our third party would be. These are usually good friends of hers, who she feels are experienced enough to be able to handle it. Despite my shyness, I always put aside any trepidation and just go for it.
I don't know. Is it a guy or girl? Do we know that?
So
Is it
Rosa,
Are we
Damn
good?
it,
Okay,
Nate.
sorry.
I'm gonna bet it's the guy.
I am a
okay.
single man.
No,
I
I'm
know
just,
I
I'm just
live
wondering.
here.
I'm just wondering if it's a guy or girl.
I know I'm an old 33-year-old
Going
man.
to the UK to fuck lesbians.
Okay, fine, Brian. God.
Everybody rewind the show
wanna
about
go
an
there,
hour
bad
and
news.
50 minutes. Yeah, I'm looking for a relationship. I'll come to London and fuck both of you.
That's
You
weird.
pour the muscle
Do we
milk
have
on me
pictures?
while I fucking do it.
Yeah, this is a perfect time capsule of why all of this is a bad idea.
Can you guys still hear me?
Show?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
taking advice from
I lost audio in this ear. That's why. So
We're a time.
We're going down.
Not
The
sure what's
Knockin'
going
Boots
on.
plane is going down.
just saying.
Rosa continues.
Okay.
In a couple months, we will be going back to my hometown, which is a few hours away from London, to stay with my family and meet up with some friends I grew up with there to celebrate my birthday.
Aww.
As such, I have asked her about the possibility of a three-way with one of my friends from back home. This guy, who I'll keep anonymous, I feel would be the perfect person to do this with. Not only was he the one to introduce me to this very podcast,
Hey!
Oh, nice.
but he is gorgeous, good in bed, and as a bonus, is hung like a horse.
He sounds like a very lucky man.
I don't like him.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, he won the
Heads
genetic.
up, if you know a girl named Rosa in London, this is you.
No, Damon, the reason I said Jesus Christ and you made that look to me is because, like, we're all, like, doing what we're doing nowadays. But it's like, if I think the best gift
We
we
are.
can give to the earth is that we do the show and the people who listen to the show and take our advice end up, like, sexually way better off than we
Oh, sure.
Like,
by
this guy
far.
just got this, like, UPS package of amazing lesbian pussy sex on his hung dick. Like, he's just sitting there and it's just like, hey, we're coming home in a few months and we're gonna fuck your brains out and your long dick. He's like, all right. And that's it. We listen to Knockin' Boots. So
But there's a problem. I don't know what Ty's doing, but there's a problem.
I fixed my mic. It's cool.
Guys fucking around as usual.
There's a problem.
Rosa says, when I introduced this idea to my girlfriend, she flat out shot me down.
Whoa.
She says she's unsure whether she'd be able to find a sexual chemistry with him. And each time I try to bring it up, she changes the subject and dismisses it.
Okay.
So I need advice on how to approach this situation. I really want her to give it a try with me. I find it unfair that she won't trust my judgment and just go for it like I did for her. I don't particularly want to throw away the relationship we built over the past 8 months. But if you guys think I should break it off like that and just rail my other friend, I'd honestly be willing to consider it.
Damn. That's fucked up.
We have some power here.
I would say number one, if you've already explained it to her.
We're a little too
and
drunk to have this power, I think.
No. If you've already explained it to her and she still tried to push it off and derail the subject matter, play this part of the podcast for her. I think that's an easy way to say, this is how much I care about this, that I sent this in. However, the fact that you're willing to break it off and go fuck a dude or whatever, or not even a dude, go fuck this dude, I should say. I would just say you probably aren't meant for this relationship to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not trying to make it work. You're just like, fuck it, I'll go fuck this guy. Damon's passing around his phone right now.
Well,
I'm with you.
Wait,
Greg. No, that was
this
Can we
is
say
the
what-
Photo of Rosa
I was gonna
and
say, can we
I'm
say what
just
it is?
saying,
the guy.
This is the gorgeous guy?
Yeah,
Oh, Ty doesn't believe
According
it.
to her. According to her.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Ty, we can send back a photo of you,
Rosa.
of you if you want.
Rosa, you're
Nah, I
attractive.
mean, I expected something
you can do better
different,
than
that's
this fella.
Nate, what did you say?
I said, Rosa, you're attractive.
Yeah.
And I think you can do better than that guy.
Don't fucking
I'm sorry,
shoot down
I'm
the
stunned.
poor
That's
guy.
That's literally one of the most beautiful women that's ever written into this show. Like,
Yeah, I
far
mean-
and away. Like, that changes a lot of things.
If you're
So
imagining
you
at
actually-
home, Rosa is a very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I don't know who does she look like?
looks
Who am I thinking
like
of?
Vanessa Hudgens'
There you go.
sister.
There you go.
It's
Nailed
weird.
it.
Yeah,
And
she's,
then-
it's weird that
Vanessa
she's like in
Hudgens'
London,
sister?
but she has sort of a Latina thing.
And the
going on.
gorgeous guy
don't know what she
she's
looks-
into
I don't
looks
know.
like every other
I thought it was
fucking
a thing.
20-year-old
No, not a real
freshman
girl.
walking around a college campus right now.
Yeah.
You're not 20 years old, but when you're a
All right.
freshman, but fuck off. But drinking.
Wait, but it sounds like her girlfriend did bring guys or brought somebody
Yeah, that's the
to
thing.
bed with them, and she was cool with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she was cool with it. That's the
Yeah,
thing. Like,
so-
she was willing to do whatever for her.
What was your girlfriend's name again?
No
Mina?
names. No names. Oh yeah, Mina.
Mina, right? So Mina,
Make up a name.
if Mina brought somebody home, then Rosa should be able to bring somebody home.
Oh, yeah. Rosa, you got it.
Yeah, Rosa. That's
Rosa, you got it
correct?
going on, girl.
Rosa's very pretty.
Rosa has
Yeah, like, Damon, I'm not lying to you. That is one of the flyest chicks to ever write
Yeah,
into
Rosa.
the show.
Thumbs up all around the
for a
table.
British girl. Burn.
And that guy's like, go.
University.
Where's my knapsack for the third period?
Yeah. God.
So have we ruled on this?
I say, if you care, play this part of the podcast. The fact that you're willing to break up to go fuck the hung dude, this relationship isn't long for this world.
Yeah.
You could put it down anytime.
She's feeling bad because she slept with the guys that her partner wanted to sleep with without question.
Yeah.
And her partner won't do that for her.
I hear you. This
She
is
should
very
feel bad.
much a full circle. She is having a problem right now with her pussy. Just like the girl and the guy had a problem with their pussy in the very beginning.
No.
With the cat. That was there's not enough
Yeah.
give and take in these relationships.
You know what this reminds me of this. This reminds me of like a guy and a girl who decide they're gonna have an open relationship.
Nate is laughing under the table.
You just killed Nate
Right?
so
And so
hard.
the guy's like, hey, sweetie, I can go fuck whoever I want, and you can go fuck whoever you want. But when he bangs another chick,
It was the pussy thing.
it's totally fine. But if she's like, oh, by the way, I banged another guy, he just flips out and goes fucking crazy.
Right.
That's
right.
what it reminds me of.
So whatever chick, like, first of all, you could do anything in the world. If that's your real picture, don't get locked down by anything on earth. Find what you need to find to be happy.
Tyroot's on his way to London.
Yeah. Don't let this pussy lesbian.
No, you have to come here.
Destroy you. Don't let her lock you down.
What?
Yeah.
I'm lazy. Come here.
Fine, come
All
here.
right. This is Eric.
Hey, Eric.
And he wonders, is being a nerd the problem?
No.
Nope.
Wait,
I'm gonna
what?
tell you right now, no.
Is being a nerd the problem?
Damon, I have a great story for this, by the way.
Absolutely
We'll talk
not.
about it.
Let's hear the real
No.
question, Nate. Let's calm down and hear the question.
His nerd could
Oh, I
be
thought that
wearing.
was a question.
That's the
his
subject
nerd is
line.
different than
Oh,
other
okay,
people's
okay.
nerds, maybe you don't know that.
Yeah.
He
sorry,
says,
sorry.
over the past couple semesters, my luck with girls has been horrible. I've asked out quite a few girls, around 10 or so. Some were who within my major, but all have said no. Many of them said I was just a friend to them. Some said they are not ready for a relationship. I have followed all the usual advice, such as let your intentions be known, not caring too much. I have come to the conclusion that it must be the nerdiness that is me.
No.
I do not tell girls about it at all or talk about games, though I do mention that I am a game developer. I feel like I need to change my appearance as the attached picture shows, that I have the nerd geek vibe and my face gives it away. That being said, I do not have low self-esteem. I just feel like girls do not find me attractive. So what do you think? Do I look as bad as I think I am? Rate me, please.
Hold for the look. Let's all have a look.
Well, I mean,
I don't think he looks that bad.
I would cut and style your hair
Can
differently.
we
No, you
all
do not
have
look.
the-
You don't
It's
look-
working its way to you, Ahern.
It's gonna be a while.
you're
at
not-
this pace.
I remember when the hot girl photos started getting passed, they went to you, and you're all like, "Oh man,
I did.
love to
All right,
see this
so
girl
now
naked, courtesy of her ex-boyfriend."
You look like an extra from Hogwarts. Your hair's a disaster. You need to ditch the.
He doesn't look that bad.
Get rid
me
of
see.
your eyebrows. And do something with those.
Get rid of your eyebrows.
Shave them off. Buy new ones. Like
Get rid
Okay,
of your
so-
eyebrows.
you got a good smile. You're a happy dude. And
So
that's,
here's
that's
no. Hey. Can I make my judgment call without you freaking out?
Yes.
All right. Here's what you do. You obviously get a new haircut immediately.
Obviously.
But he's not a bad looking guy.
That's what I said.
So here's
not.
you get a new haircut. If you need glasses, get like the stylish, get like the hipster glasses, like the stylish glasses.
those ain't working.
Horn rim. The horn. Yeah. The
These are not working
what
for
is
you
it?
right now.
Black rims.
black rims.
I've had these
Not
before
horn
they
rim?
were. I
Not
had these
horn rim?
before. That sounds like I'm a hipster when I say
yeah,
that.
it does. It's-
Yeah.
I had them in 1999.
they were cool.
Okay.
I had them, and then Rivers Cuomo put them on. I was like,
You know
Fuck.
what bull fucking shit you
So-
did?
Here's
You
the
look
deal.
at photos of me.
No idea.
Never,
Ty.
ever apologize or explain or worry about the fact that you're a nerd. Who the fuck cares? You know? And the story I was going to tell you, by the way, was I went on a date with somebody, and this was, yeah, take a Nate. The first thing she told me, by the way, we talk about likes and dislikes, right? So I'm like, what do you like? What do you not like? Et cetera, et cetera. And I could already tell this woman was kind of jaded, but she specifically went to me and was like, I do not like nerds. I do not like technology. And I do not like people that play video games.
I don't like technology.
What does that mean?
What a
She's a
stupid
Luddite?
bitch.
Well, she said I don't
Sorry,
like...
I never say that, but what a stupid. Bitch.
She said I don't like tech. She's like, I don't like tech, I don't like nerds, and I don't like people that play video games. And so I started laughing hysterically. And I'm like, and she's like, what's so funny? I'm like, well, I work in the video game industry. I love technology, and I'm a big fucking nerd.
I hope she had like a Zach Morris phone because we've made some really
Yeah.
technological phones.
Clarification, Ty's not really a nerd.
Yeah. He's
Really? You don't think...
I think he's in. Yeah.
I disagree.
His knowledge of
Ty, nerd
video
would be
is.
the-
There's many levels of nerd. Like
fine.
he's
the
got
50th word I would use.
like James Cameron and Ty, same level of nerddom.
I mean, I love Harry Potter. I've read every single novel. I love it. I love Game of Thrones. I'm trying to read those novels. They're a little tougher to get through than Harry Potter. But regardless, the point is I'm into nerdy shit. I identify myself as somebody that's a nerd. Fine.
You occasionally cosplay as a nerd, though. You're a handsome man. That's what
Whatever
you are
the point.
95%
But I don't
of the
think
day.
of it as like a physical appearance. I think of it as like what you're into, what you like. Okay? I think if most people, if you do not see my photograph and I told you everything I liked, you'd be like, nerd.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point is,
Texas football stuff.
besides that stuff,
What
regardless,
is this? What am I looking at?
the point is,
That's
is that-
don't get me wrong.
That's our next knocking
Don't get me
boots
wrong.
writer.
Ty is boring the shit out of all of us, but why is there suddenly a naked woman on Damon's phone?
okay, fine, move on, whatever. The point is, don't ever apologize for who you are.
Yeah.
I'm the only real nerd in this room. Y'all suck.
But you can dress
Bullshit.
yourself up like we all do to make yourself look a little less outwardly nerdy. You don't want to introduce the person to the nerd up front. You want to introduce them to the nerd after they're interested in the cool person that you are. We're all cool people. We're all nerds.
Yes.
Wait,
We
what
introduce
the
the
fuck's
cool first,
Yes.
and then the nerds second.
Exactly. Nate nailed it tonight.
this? Is this someone that listens?
Thank you.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, are you out of your mind? She's a naked like porn star.
Oh, it's Ryan?
You need to be a functioning member of society
Yes,
first.
yes.
And second, you can be like,
That's
here
how-
are my
yes.
crazy interests.
Yeah, it's all like, hey, I play GTA 5 let's go on a date.
Like a lot, like I hear this shit all the time. People are like, I'm a gamer and a dude, and I love to get to nerd stuff.
That's not where you
no
start.
one walks down the street and says like, hey, this is who I am. You have to be like, I'm a functioning member of society.
Yeah.
I have a personality. I know how to talk to about anything.
And that guy's a good-looking guy, so we can.
Secondly,
he
I'm
has
a nerd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
exactly.
next.
Exactly.
Get the first thing out.
You're a good-looking guy first, and then hey, I'm a nerd second. This is who I am, and you still have to be who you are.
Greg, you would
But
have
leave the nerd until
you would
second.
have the most valuable shit to say about this situation because you don't ever apologize for who you are.
No.
You are who you are.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
100%.
You have a beautiful girlfriend that loves you.
Damn right I do.
Yeah. So
I fucking
this guy could do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't shy away from it.
Suck my own dick.
I've talked about it before. I mean, like, I'm,
Face.
you know,
Sometimes I just pop chicken wings between my dick and my mouth.
and I eat my way tilted.
Power
It's a treat.
through. Power through and get to the big wing.
I built a tower of chicken wings from my
Well,
dick to my
let's not-
mouth.
The big wing usually is somewhere in the middle. And I guess my dick later on, but
Guys,
What happened?
we're at 2 hours and 4 minutes. This is when we're supposed to stop. However, we've just gotten an email just now.
Oh,
Right.
does it have a phone number?
From Maria.
Nate, pass me that bicycle.
Maria. Anyways, I don't shy away from anything I am. No. And
Yeah, you can't.
Has that burned me in the past? Yes. There was once a first date
Well-
where I explained all the controls of Madden, and that was a really bad idea.
See,
love
you
that
don't
story.
lead with it. You can't
Maria,
lead
though.
with it.
I know. I was putting a pin in my part. Now let's go to Maria.
Growing up
She's
in-
the mommy in the West Side Story.
Growing up in Spanish Harlem, she living the life just like a movie star.
That's what
Oh,
Listen to Tyreek's voice.
Maria, Maria.
I like it. He's got
Now,
to it.
usually I pre-screen these emails and like cut out the boring parts, but I haven't pre-screened this one. It
I
just
hope
came
this
in.
is totally like,
Well,
I'm
well,
away
so
from
is this-
premises.
is this the last one?
We're like, no.
Yeah, this can't miss.
Maybe
This can't
whatever.
miss.
Okay, fuck it.
Whatever we want to do.
Shut up.
Got it.
I'm just gonna start reading it. I was just letting you know that I have not pre-screened it
Perfect.
and cut out any boring parts. Hey guys, Maria here, in need of some advice. I have been with this guy for about 3 years now. He's a complete gentleman, loving, caring, praises a woman. We got married over the summer.
Hey!
Congrats.
Mazel tov.
We knock boots regularly, and I
Yeah.
am pregnant.
Oh,
Yay!
Wait.
I don't know.
she
Probably
cheated
not.
on him, didn't he?
I am pregnant with his child.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh.
I'm sure you are wondering where the problem is.
Yes.
Well, a few weeks back, we went camping with some of our friends.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And after talking around a campfire for a few hours,
literally talked
Everyone
on
was
the campfire.
pregnant.
me and the other girl decided to call it a night
Oh!
and headed to a tent,
Oh, I like this story already.
which we shared because the guys were drinking. And we thought it best for them to just sleep together so they would not disturb us. Sometime in the middle of the night, I got up and went to check on them, and to my horror, I caught them kissing.
The guys?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wow.
Man, this went different.
This is
Yeah, this took a
this did not
turn.
go the
I
way I
did
thought
not
it was
see
going
this.
to go.
I was hoping for some.
I'm not.
By the way, that was my reaction noise there. Not the fact, oh, gay stuff. It was just like, oh,
No,
you're
yeah.
not doing the gay stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
No one
like-
knew that you were.
Isn't that weird?
I'm
I
not.
think it might be. That's why I clarified it.
No.
It's more that she would
Nobody
have been in
thinks-
control of the gay stuff rather than the gay stuff happening to someone she loves.
You would rather have girls in control of the gay stuff.
No, I'd rather whoever's writing the email be in control. I fucked up and I had this
Got
hot
it.
sex with somebody. Rather
Hey.
than I walked outside to piss and I'm pregnant.
Is the
and
email
my
done?
fucking
Is the
husband-
email done? Can we get the email done?
I'm not saying they were going all Brokeback Mountain on each other, but it was a kiss for sure. I was frozen and snuck back into the tent without saying a word. The next day, I confronted him about it.
Oh, good for
He
her.
told me it was a joke and that they were all pretty wasted.
Brian, we've all been there, right, Brian? Brian,
Yeah.
we've all been there.
That's why I don't camp with you, Nate.
I chose not to tell the other girl, but did ask about their sexual life, and she said things had been weird lately.
Okay. What about her sex life?
I did my best
She's pregnant.
not to freak out and have tried to talk to him, but he insists it was a joke.
This does sound like the script that broke back.
I don't know what to do, honestly. Two guys kissing like that doesn't seem like any kind of joke to me. It may sound dumb and crazy, but now that I'm expecting, I'm terrified that one day he will leave me for a guy or something.
Do you know how old she is? How old they are?
He has never shown any signs
No,
of
no.
homosexuality, but has two very close gay friends. I just want to know if I'm blowing things out of proportion. and should I let it
doesn't
go,
rub off.
or should I
does
do
not
something
rub
about it?
off.
Shh, wait. Continue.
Here's some pictures of us.
No. This is like the one email where I don't need pictures. I feel like that's
Well, he's clearly gay.
I don't have. I have nothing to tell her. I have no idea.
I do. This is something. I love you, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you have taken my words of wisdom, burn bridges.
For better or worse.
Exactly. You've taken burn bridges to heart over the years and years of us doing this. Here is your next words of wisdom from Greg Miller. When you see something that makes you uncomfortable in the moment, do not fucking slink away from it.
Oh, thank you.
Call the shit as it's happening so you get it at that moment. Maybe
No.
Maybe it was
Yes.
a joke. Maybe there was. She walked out and there was a dare. I get drunk, not all the time, but sometimes, and then kiss dudes. I've kissed Damon. Probably kissed everybody in this room. Kiss Brian for sure.
You never kiss me.
Really? Well, it's because you're a
You never
bigot
kiss
who likes
me.
to watch fucking porn against people's will. But anyways, what I'm saying is maybe it was a joke, maybe it was out of context, but now you don't know, and that seed of doubt's going to be there forever. If you would have at the moment said, what the fuck are you doing? They would have been like, either they would have been like, or they would have been like, well, it's truth or dare.
Any way you slice it, you'd be because my girlfriend has caught me doing something
No.
that I didn't think she was going to see.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
When I've kissed Damon or Brian as a joke or Eric Martin or whatever
Okay,
at Knockin'
Greg,
Boots, if somebody walked
You
out,
are a unique animal, I think, amongst the people of the world.
why everybody should live like Greg Miller.
Greg
But-
Miller is a unique animal.
yeah, he's a unique animal.
That's my
But I
mating
think
call.
if anybody walked in on a dare of that, it'd be like, because nobody thinks
No,
their girlfriend's going to walk in
Oh,
on them
looking at
kissing
photos
another
of this girl
dude.
now.
Honestly, no. Like I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
want to
pretty cute.
downplay what Greg just said. Like that's honestly one of the best things. to
Damn,
apply.
she's
And
sending
not
sexy
just,
photos too.
not just to whatever Greg just said, which is just like
And her dude's built.
this situation. Do not get in any fight
Could
and
he be
save
gay?
it for a month later. Like
Agreed.
Well, anybody can be gay.
That's
that's not what I'm hung up
Good
on.
answer, Greg.
I
Bad,
also
bad
like that I can
question,
almost see
damn
up
it.
her
mean
friend's
Brian.
skirt
Could be
here.
anyone.
Could he be gay? Clearly, yes.
I'm not going to go on a gay witch hunt based on those pictures.
I have no idea.
I have no interest in that right now. I think that like
Her question is, what should she do with
Well,
the information that she has available to her?
She brought it up, right? I mean, she talked to him about it. I mean, like,
Yeah,
you
I
could bring
think
it
she
up
did the right
again.
thing. She brought it up, which is a
and
ballsy
he
thing
says
in
it was
itself.
a joke.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even deny it.
yeah.
And sex has been weird with him and his girlfriend.
The other one.
The other one. Yeah.
So,
I'm just gonna toss this out there. He's a Giants fan, so
Oh,
New York Giants.
Well,
are they like
No,
supposed to be
I'm sorry.
bi or
There's
something?
No, I just know that Colin's a Jets fan, so he hates them.
the reason why I
got
asked the age thing, I did that too. The reason why I asked the age thing is because when you're in college, you're supposed to experiment and whatever.
Sure.
Which I didn't, but I'm from the South.
Sure.
So maybe that is a thing. Maybe that's what they were doing. Maybe it's like, oh, I was drunk and I was experimenting with a guy. So maybe that's the explanation.
No, Greg said everything that needs to be said.
No.
But that doesn't help her
You-
now. That doesn't help her now. That's your
No.
future advice, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. When you're in a situation that feels weird, don't be like, I'm going to process this. No, fucking call it as it is. Because most people, I think, want that interaction. That's always better than calling it later on, I think, in my life.
Yes.
Call
Yes.
it weird shit's happening. That's weird. That makes me feel weird. What are you doing? I'd rather apologize later on for freaking
Don't.
out at the
All
moment.
right, I
than-
see that point.
Greg
but-
says don't let shit fester, and I agree.
Yeah.
Just don't-
I get
Now let's
that.
get back
I
to her
get that,
question.
though.
What do we do with this? I would come to him and be like, love you, honey. You're an amazing dude. You're loving, you're caring, you're a great gentleman. We aren't married. I'm still very concerned about this. I need you to tell me what happened. Everything you've just said here. I talked to the other girl about their sex life. They said it'd been weird, which is a weird thing just to say. I don't even know what to deal with that.
Yep. Everything you basically emailed us, you should bring up to him.
And show these
Total-
photos too. 'cause
total shot in
You're a
the dark
good-looking
here.
lady.
Yeah, she's
Total
a good
shot in the
lady.
dark here. And
Great.
I know nothing about
Great cans.
homosexual relationships.
Fantastic cans.
But I feel like when girls
The boobs.
try to be
Not those cans.
when girls try to have homosexual relationships with each other or just dabble in that, they probably kiss. Do something subtle. Maybe sort of slink into something a little more. But I feel like guys probably make out and then butt fucking each other within 5 minutes.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. That's
They're
just
blowing
my,
each
I
other.
think it's the toe in the
Or
water
blowing,
first. I think it's toe in the water.
I think
That's gonna fall.
really. Because I know tons of girls who've been like, I've made out with girls before. I know zero guys
sure.
who were like, I made out with a guy and stopped.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
I really
Church.
don't. I really don't. And that's just anecdotal.
Yeah.
You know?
That totally anecdotal, but you're right. That's an excellent point. That's
It's
right.
a tough one.
Here's the thing, though. I guess I've
Walking into
never.
my field here.
No, 100%. And we're not trying to be insensitive about this.
Nope.
The gay people I know, gay guys I know, I should say, I've never heard anyone say that I was, pretending to be straight, and then I met somebody and kissed them at a campfire or whatever, and that's how I knew I wasn't gay, or that I was gay. I'm sorry, but that didn't escalate too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with girls, it's a little more torn. They have that like slow kind of ramp up to like, hey, I figured out like I didn't like guys as much as I
mean, you played Gone Home,
Oh, I didn't want to spoil, but yeah.
Oh, no. I haven't played it.
That's your own fucking fault. You suck
stop
at
it.
games.
No.
You should have played it by now.
Yeah.
Statute
I've
limitations
got other
over.
things to play.
Yeah, fucking
Stop it.
perverted porn.
Shut up. So I really feel like that's my theory on this. Is like guys are terrible at experimenting. Period. So if you get two guys together, they're not gonna just like make out and stop and walk away. They're gonna be like, oh, let's keep going.
just go. Let's see what this.
And again, I know nothing. I have no stake in this fight. I'm totally anecdotal right now, but I really feel like two dudes, if they started making out, they'd be like, all right, let's keep going. They power through it.
Good guy voice.
To the end.
Hey,
And,
Bruce, I
girls,
like
different
this.
Story. So, I mean, if you differ
And there
from
was
that,
another
right
guy
in.
out there, right? In this email, am I wrong about that? There were 3 guys around a campfire, or just 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So then the dare thing. I guess that is kind of a weird thing. It wouldn't be like, hey Nate, I dare you to kiss Daemon. Like that's my Craig Barrett on
man.
I would do it.
Like, I mean, I have close
not gonna,
friends.
like,
I have
have
close
sex,
friends
though.
that are guys,
No,
but
we
like,
don't have
I've never
sex.
once
No.
thought, you know what? I wouldn't mind kissing that dude.
Yeah, me neither.
never
But if
crossed
you
my
got
mind.
dared to kiss me, you'd do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd kiss
This
Come on.
is a slippery slope.
Like, just peck you, right? I mean, if we're tongue, no way.
No,
in
I
hell.
don't. I've never put my tongue in any guys.
All right, good, sweet, good. I'm glad we agree.
Butthole, sure.
Excuse me.
Okay,
Wow.
done. Cool. Fair enough.
And with that, I think that brings us to the end of another Super Knockin' Boots.
It's been a good episode.
Sweet.
I love you guys.
What are the takeaways, do you think? Nate
is a
terrible
horrible
person.
human being.
Yeah.
Nate will never be back on Knockin'.
Do we actually do takeaways from episodes?
I mean,
We
just
are
know. I mean,
this time.
Nate is a horrible human being.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't a horrible human
I mean,
being.
you got on the plane for this. Like
it's
TSA
the
had to
danger.
clear you.
Yeah.
They checked your shit so you could get and sit in this room with us.
Nobody should send those videos or photos. But if
You're
you
gonna
do, you're gonna get fucked.
You're gonna fight this.
You're
I love
gonna
how
get fucked.
He's totally doing like the
but
congressman
I like
thing
it.
of like, no,
But
he's
I
dialing
like
back.
it
He's
because
like,
it's
"Oh."
bad.
Okay.
I do.
You don't have
No
to look
one
at
should
it.
cook meth, but I love
You do.
fucking smoking meth.
Yep.
Is that what you do with meth?
I think you eat it.
No, I mean,
No, you smoke it.
can
You
smoke
smoke
it,
it.
or you can snort it.
You can snort it too. Yeah. That's what Tuco did. Tuco.
Tuco.
Jesse did it too.
Yeah, Jesse.
He did not age well. That actor.
Tuco?
Yeah.
Trejo?
I know. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
he
Trejo.
he looks rough.
Who's Tuco then?
Tuco's the guy with the grill.
From season
Trejo
1.
was in the show for a very short.
He
Yeah,
dies.
I remember.
Hank shoots him in season 2.
Yeah, and the grill is
Sorry, everybody.
Tight.
Yeah.
also, if you haven't seen it, Hank is.
Oh shit! Okay.
Good talk, y'all.
Are we just gonna spoil everything now in Breaking
I
Bad?
didn't
No,
say
no,
anything.
no.
I thought it would be really cool if at the end, when Walt goes into his lab, if he did a bump.
Right, that's
before
what
he
everybody.
died.
That's what everybody at work thought he was going to do.
I thought
like, do
he
some
was.
meth.
I thought he was going to do a bubble
Everybody
bath.
thought he was going
Do
to
a
do
bump
meth.
so he could try his product.
Yeah, and be like,
Finally.
oh, I get it. I get it.
And he dies
And then
while
dead.
high. Like that'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
You know, Ronald McDonald never bit a cheeseburger.
That's where are you getting this?
It's a true fact.
I got
Where are you getting this?
Jamie Oliver got the recipe for McDonald's cheeseburgers disproven today, and they're going to redo their recipe because it's like unfit for human consumption now.
Wow, that sounds dangerous, Nate. Like other things you find danger in.
Oh my fucking god! This
boy.
cheeseburger isn't fit for you.
Greg's masturbating right now. In front
Yeah,
of
but I was
us.
doing this to you.
Oh, that makes it okay.
Sorry, I'll make my shoulders wider.
Okay, that was brilliant. I
Nate.
wish people could have seen that.
Nathaniel Ahern.
Yes, sir.
Even though you're a terrible person, I'm glad you're here tonight.
Thank you. I've had fun being here.
Tyrud,
I've had a great time.
Yes, Daemon.
I'm glad you're back in San Francisco.
Glad I'm back here too. We can do these more now.
we can do this.
Yes, it's nice.
Good. Greg Miller,
Yeah.
how much do we love our listeners?
We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for paying for the show and listening to it and sticking it out through all of Nate's horrible perversions. Remember to be part of the show. Please email us knocking boots podcast at gmail.com.
One more time.
Knocking boots with a G.
That's KNOCKINGBOOTSPODCAST at Gmail. PODCAST podcast
at gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Is that right?
That
Yeah,
is right.
it is. I can
He
fucking
he
spell.
did spell it correctly.
For the
I
future
am
reference,
really sorry that it's so long and confusing.
Knocking boots.
if you want to just find it
podcast.
on an email address, we set up a redirect at gameovergreggy.com/knockingboots or knockinboots. Either one.
Oh, good.
That
This
lists,
isn't confusing.
That lists
This is good.
every episode, and you can email from there.
There you go.
Search engine optimization.
What episode
at its
are we on?
best.
What is this?
This will be 6.
Of Super Knocking Boots.
Yeah.
But like
but
total.
there's the live show we didn't count, right?
You
Well,
only
live
done
show is its own
6
thing,
episodes? This is the 6th episode? Wow.
well, of the Super Knocking Boots.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Gotcha. Cool. Awesome. This is great.
Hey, thank you, Greg. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Nate. My name is Damon. This is Super Knockin' Boots, and we're out.